Yippee! All right. So last time we left off, the party had met the wizard in training, Kaasabi. She's a bit of a ditzy fox folk that has agreed to accompany the party on their journey to the capital city of Thorones. She seems to not have the greatest memory and isn't very perceptive, but she does appear to have some knowledge under her belt. Kaasabi recommends to stay the night in the Adventurers Hall, where there looks to be a celebration of some kind, and they have a good meal and rest through the night. In the morning, the party is encountered by some guards, asking about the bizarre cultists that they've previously encountered. The guards aren't able to help much, but they do give them the name of the cult. There we go. The Assembly of the Moon, a cult that does worship the goddess Noct. And also inform them that they're entitled to financial compensation if they write to the offices. After acquiring the perfect match and having a conversation with the bubbly shopkeep, they head to the eastern gates of the city. Alrighty. So, we left off with y'all heading to the eastern gates. To start off, Ryak, can you give me a wisdom check?
Oh, I thought you were going to say a wisdom
Wisdom
saving
saving
throw
throw.
immediately.
Yeah,
Oh my
everybody make
god.
Constitution saving
Oh. You said a wisdom
Nat one.
check?
throw.
Give me a moment.
A wisdom check.
I got a 17 plus 2. 19.
Nice. Alright, so you guys make it through the city and you pass through some very nice looking areas. It seems you chose the route that led through the more upended, like 1%ers of the city.
See, you know, I
as-
look like I don't look like much, but I know my way around, you guys.
Yeah.
Be a good thing. Mai says literally from her bread, not participating in walking at all.
Your bread is like on someone's head, and you're just
Head
sitting
bread.
in it. Head bread.
Bread head.
Bread hat.
I just want to inform you all that at work, my manager has been coming in to my cubicle and taking a Hershey kiss and putting it on top of my head almost daily, at least twice a day. So just
Amazing.
So that reminds me
Nice.
of whatever Demise is doing right now.
Oh my gosh.
But smaller scale.
Alright. The great gates come into sight. Does anybody here know Celestial?
Oh, I thought that we. Oh wait,
we were already out
did
of the
we?
gates.
No.
I know Celestial.
Just
I
Ryak
certainly
knows?
don't.
Ryak knows Celestial.
You see
I
the
thought that-
words "May harvest follow you" engraved on the gates, arching above you.
Yeah, I thought that we got past the
Ryak, the
guards.
simple farmhand.
Yeah, the simple farmhand knows Celestial, don't you know?
Listen, I was born into it. All I know is that it tells us rather that we are to see a great harvest. I think that's what you
I
said.
thought you were gonna say I was born a baby.
I was thinking he was born with it, so it's not Maybelline.
He was born with it. It's not DiGiorno.
Oh, what's a DiGiorno?
DiGiorno.
DiGiormo.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. You did make it past the guards. I just forgot about that part. My bad. You're leaving. As
It's
you're
all
leaving
good.
the city, you see two great statues, facing outward, like accepting people coming into the city. These are two statues of centaur women, and at the feet of each statue there are several offerings, like plenty of food, bread. candles. Some money is just left there. Demise, can you make me a religion check?
Sure.
How much money?
I'm gonna roll this 20. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Should I roll it too?
9.
No.
Anybody else can roll it as well if you're examining the
Yeah.
statues.
I'm trained in religion. So
Oh,
Demise, you
I
don't
rolled-
recognize these statues, but they inspire you somehow.
I rolled a 10. I have a -1.
You feel the
I got an
turn.
8.
Oh.
I got a 1.
I got a rock.
I got a
You all-
16.
Okay. Stanley, he recognized these two centaurs as the zodiac centaurs of the harvest.
I lived a sheltered life.
Mm.
You'd guess that the people leaving offerings there are hoping for safe travels and to have a bountiful harvest the upcoming season.
I see.
Also
Taking
the-
from these offerings would be negative.
To answer your question, there does seem to be quite a bit of money, but it's mostly silver pieces.
Mm.
Taking from it would be very disrespectful, and everybody would turn to look at you very bad.
Listen, I know not their names, but... And then, Ryak then takes one of the 2 remaining silver pieces in his pouch and flicks it over to the offering area. This is
Okay.
for good luck.
Yeah, I don't have silver, but I'll leave 10 copper there.
Demise is going to make a show of tearing off a corner of her bread house and putting it on the thing.
Oh my gosh. Stanley, are you leaving money or are you taking some of the money that is just thrown there?
Mittens is very much adamantly not doing anything.
Those who did leave money get 1 point of inspiration.
Woo!
Ooh.
You are filled with determination. Sorry, I'm sorting out all my dice because they're all pretty. Okay. All right.
Sorry, where would I write that? Where should I write that? You said inspiration, right?
Ooh, you do inspiration differently, don't you?
Oh, I see it. Never mind.
I forgot.
For gore.
I had for gore. Okay.
Where would I find? Here, probably. Okay.
All spiffy?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll
spiffy's a
just
good
look for it
word.
as we're going.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
like using the word spiffy. It's quite spiffy.
Spiffy is spiffy, yeah.
All right. You leave the city feeling inspired and feeling very great about the journey ahead of you. You remember that it's about a 2 days walk to the capital city, and you have a map to guide you. All right. Changing documents. There we go. Do we want out of game? Do we want to like dwell on traveling, or do we want to like speed run a little bit?
I don't care.
Just
Doesn't matter to
depending on
me.
if you guys like to do travel stuff.
I am okay with kind of speeding past it. Like, if there's encounters, we could do those, but like, for the most part, you
Yeah,
know.
that sounds fine.
Okay.
I'm
Device
okay.
spends most of her time in her bread house anyway.
Yeah.
It gets stale.
Yeah, it just
It-
starts
it-
getting hard.
It's
That's okay.
reinforcing the walls.
Yeah, it's getting harder.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Why haven't the ancient builders of yonder thought to build the ancient walls of the city with bread? It just gets
I know, right?
stronger.
Well,
It'd be so
Stronger.
Well, you have to rack. It's kind of a crummy building material.
Ryak does the
laughter somewhere.
right.
You feel
Right.
that there's some divine on high.
And then on the other hand, Ryak is doing like a piercing owl gaze at
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know if it's Stanley or
It was
I think it was Stanley.
I
at the
probably
human.
Pinterest
would've-
does not do puns.
I probably would have snickered at it.
It flew over Demise's head. She does not understand. She just likes the concept of a bread house.
Alrighty.
Demise's head that is inside her bread house.
Mhm.
Can I get everybody to roll just 2 flat d20s and then just DM me your rolls?
Okay.
As a side note, the music isn't playing.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
It is
because I
not.
didn't play it yet. There we
Oh
go.
no.
Mabby.
I don't like this. That you
my
you
God.
also didn't tell us what it's for, and I'm now worried.
This is just to determine the difficulty of your travels.
Oh no.
No, that's not great. With how
My
I
dearest
rolled.
party, my deepest apologies to us all.
So, like-
me too. I'm sorry.
oh,
Oh.
I don't know.
On the way there, you guys find a Jabberwocky. Roll for
I know,
initiative.
Oh my gosh.
we will we'll see. Monkey W.
Oh. This is wonderful. This is gonna be so fun.
I've rolled 3 d20s and none of them have been over 10.
Well, I only rolled twice. And I don't know if it's good or bad what I rolled.
Okay. I had you all roll so that I could just take like an average for you guys. So it wouldn't be too punishing if someone rolled like low.
You mean like 3 of us rolling 2s? It's
Stand rolled a 3.
Somebody rolled a 1 and a 1.
Oh my goodness.
I did not. I didn't roll that low, but I did roll low.
I also got a 16, but it's fine.
I rolled 16 and 14. I'm pretty happy with that, honestly.
Yeah, that's decent.
But,
I
like,
got a 6 and a 5.
I was a little bit worried, and not gonna lie.
So
that
I want to say my first 3 rolls were 7, 6, 5.
you just gotta get
Roll again,
those
roll
out.
again right now.
All right, let's see. 11.
Damn
So
it.
it's been it's been broken.
I was gonna say, like, you corrected course already.
hmm
All right, sorry.
Doing math. Math is fun, and I love math.
Gold.
This is not as bad as you are anticipating.
Boo!
It's still kind of bad.
Oh.
Yay!
Uh-oh.
Your first day of travel is relatively uneventful. You pass through the wondrous woods that surround the city of Aristesi, and head through a bit of a mountainous area. There's more hills, so you get a little bit tired as you're walking through the day. And as the sun sets over the horizon, you see a faint glowing in the distance. It's not really on your path of travel, but going towards it wouldn't be too far out of your way. Do you want to investigate it?
I'm sorry. What was it again? You said.
A faint glowing in
glowing.
the distance. Like you'd assume it was like a city light or something.
Right, is
city
immediately
light?
intrigued by a light
Lamp.
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 You're an owl, not a moth.
It's shiny! Let's go!
It's shiny. I mean, that's what it's the point.
It's
this
not on.
truly all
Is it on our path or?
It's not out of your way.
I
Might as
mean,
well.
We
We're
have 2
going that
weeks,
way
huh?
anyway.
You do have 2 weeks until you need to be in the city.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I went to go pick up a dice and just like smacked something.
Truly, I think that it would be prudent to investigate.
I agree, Cat.
Thank you, Bird.
All right. As you all walk over to this faint glowing in the distance, Kaasabi pulls out the map and informs everyone that we're heading towards the town of Pinton, which is a very, very small village town.
Pinton, you said?
Pinton.
Like Pinton or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm spelling it
I'm
with two
spelling-
I's instead of an I and an O because it's
Yeah,
cuter.
I'm
I-
spelling things however I
I'm
feel
not
like.
gonna
I'll be
lie.
honest.
I initially typed out Pimpton, and I was like, I don't
Pimpton.
think that's correct.
It's funny though.
Happy, what kind of world is this?
You
Okay.
get there and there's women. Women everywhere. I'm kidding. All right. You walk up to the town, and it does seem to be one of the walled towns. A lot of Ryak, you know that a lot of towns here are walled, and that's just a result of the war that happened several years ago.
You know, don't be alarmed. All of the towns are just like this. There was a war a few years ago, and I don't know if you guys were around here for that, but ever since then, every town had to wall itself up for protection from invaders and the beings of the night, as you might have guessed by now.
Beings of the night.
Beings.
Woodpecker.
The beings of the
Woodpecker.
night. So,
What are the beings of the night?
I don't know.
Beings.
I don't know, but I'd rather find the Googles of the night.
What about the Yahoos of the night?
I think that's scarier.
Just in the distance, you just hear Yahoo!
What about the internet explorers of the night?
Oh, that's a whole planet. That's the moon, and then,
Mhm.
But just don't ask about the Jeeves of the night. You don't ask about them.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Sorry.
And if there's ever a duck, it's a good sign to go.
All right. You approach the town of Pinton, and there's nothing really guarding the walls. People just come and go as they please, it seems. But these walls are grand and magnificent. They're obviously built to withstand several battles, but haven't really seen much from what you can tell by the weathering.
So it was paranoia, not necessity.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Then these walls seem like they're for show, as if they didn't actually encounter the war, but they only heard of it in passing and got scared. So they put up a set of walls, but they don't look. They look sturdy enough just to stand on its own, you know. And that's about it.
Without really saying anything, Kaasabi very confidently walks up to a building and just charges right in. She correctly guessed that this was an inn and is gonna rent a room for the night. She rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Where was this yesterday? Or last session, I mean.
yes, yesterday.
Yes, yesterday.
We walk inside the inn. She is looking at a map.
Inside this inn, it's quite small. Are you guys following her in?
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
sure,
follow
why
the
not?
pointy fox lady.
she seems like she knows where she's going.
Maybe
Mhm.
maybe she has been here before.
Yeah, that's true. I certainly haven't.
This inn is
Where
quite
have you been?
small and. Where have you been, Ryak? Wait a minute.
That remains to be known.
Roll for where you have been.
I rolled a nat 20.
You've been
20.
everywhere.
Wait a minute, I have been here before.
Maybe this does look familiar. Maybe I've been here when I was inebriated.
Is that an often vice of yours?
Not anymore, it isn't.
The inside of the inn is rather small and cozy looking. There isn't much to be described about it. It's just a small building with a bar heap and a couple of people sitting around the bar. Kaasabi walks straight up to the bartender and asks politely for a meal and mutters something in a language you quite don't know.
Is this where we perception
certainly
check or
don't know it.
something? Or
You could perception check, you could investigation check, you could
Yeah.
just sit down and be like, I want munchies.
When she speaks to the bartender, does
That's
she
probably
ever
what
look at
I'm gonna do.
us?
Is this Mitten saying this out loud?
Yes. This is Mittens asking the
What are you?
DM.
What are you? Where are you?
Mittens, who are you talking to?
Why are you talking to the
The
wall?
only
Just
god
picture
I've
Mittens.
deigned to believe
I
in.
just picture Mittens looking up at the sky and saying that.
I'm
But it's
speaking
just
to the only god I deign believe in. Skahappy.
What's a happy?
Oh yes, we all
Um,
believe in Skahappy.
I'm sorry, I was so distracted thinking about Mittens just talking to the sky that I didn't hear what you said.
I'm asking, in this language that we do not know, does she ever make a gesture, or does the bartender like glance our way as if they are speaking about us?
She does gesture to you guys, yes.
Fuck. So the bartender has noticed Mittens upon Stanley's shoulder.
Yes.
God damn it!
I mean,
You do notice that, like Kaasabi, the bartender is a foxfolk.
oh,
All right,
might be
Maybe
dad,
that's why she knew.
might be mom. I don't know.
I shall go to the bar and sit down and, ask for munchies. Along
have
with
num
Whose head am I
Kaasabi.
nums.
sitting on?
Whose head are you sitting
Who's willing to have bread on their head?
on?
Sure.
Stand
I
up.
thought that-
excellent.
I thought that
Well,
Mittens was sitting on
I'm
your
at
head.
your whim of where you're going.
Is it right? Stan walks right back outside of the bar and does a flip, and then walks back in.
Rude. Roll acrobatics.
roll acrobatics.
14.
Good enough.
Okay, no. Stan
that
goes
enough?
to the bar.
I'm
Stan
not-
will follow to the bar,
Okay.
adorned with two other living beings.
Ryak will also go to the bar and also pluck a feather out and scratch his back with the sticky the pointy part of the feather.
Okay.
Does that hurt?
No.
No. It's like
How
melting.
robust are you? How robust are your feathers that they are able to be used as scratchers?
Not robust enough. It's still itchy back there.
Yeah, I bet.
Do you need help with that?
I don't know if that's a good. I feel like
You
those.
said that with the same vibe as, are you gonna eat that?
You know, with that.
You need help with that?
relents to the cat.
That was not the cat.
that was
the
me.
Oh, that
dragonborn.
was
yeah,
the
dragonborn.
relents to the. Actually, I thought it was the cat saying this whole time, so I'm gonna. And then I turn around and I realize it's a dragonborn. I'm like, you know what? You can scratch my back.
I shall help Ryak scratch his back.
Roll performance. I'm kidding.
Wait,
How
me
good
or
of a
you?
Back scratcher are you? Why are you
Yes.
performing? You're
I
the one
don't
getting
know.
scratched. Hello.
Oh man.
Are we rooming apart again? I'm sorry. This is speaking to Kaasabi. Are we rooming apart again? I don't know. What's going on? Hi.
You approach the two of them, and they're both chittering back and forth to each other. The language is very, very like primal, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Kaasabi glances to you, like kind of surprised, and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just catching up.
Oh, you know each other.
Yeah, I've passed through this area some time ago.
Oh. Okay then.
Kaasabi will turn to him, say something, and then he'll gesture to the rest of the party and be like, and just in common also go, "Oh, if you all wanted to share a room, that's quite cramped, but you could."
I mean, I didn't mean to impose at all. Stanley's looking at Kaasabi just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to impose. We can get our own room.
Small.
But it
Nice
would
pop
also
out
be
of the gun on
very
your head.
small.
Small.
Demise announces herself with just
Small.
small.
And then
I
Ryak
can
looking
sleep on the
down.
floor or
I,
in the corner.
I can hang upside down if you need me to.
I
Looking
take up space.
around, from the size of the inn, like the entryway that you're in right now, you'd guess that the rooms could comfortably fit about 3 people, but you could manage to squeeze a few more in.
Technically, we only need to squeeze one more in.
Technically, yeah.
I sleep in my bread.
I'm doing math in my head and trying to
Like the numbers flying
But
back.
Yeah,
to
the
his
my
head.
yeah.
They're like,
You
look,
said technically we only
is it
need-
okay if we all share a room?
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
fine.
thank you.
I don't
Perfect.
mind.
Rag pokes his
Oh,
head into
you were talking to the
his
bartender.
knapsack. And you okay in there? Okay.
Excuse me, Demise.
Oh yes.
Will you require new lodgings for the night, or for the next few days? Do we need to replace? How often do we need to replace your roles?
I want another one. I don't think I need a new one, but I want one.
And
At least he's honest.
do
That
you keep the old ones?
I mean, eventually they turn green, so you probably shouldn't.
Ryak motions
Just
to
making
the
sure.
bartender. For whatever reason, do you need breadcrumbs for any recipes or to make croutons?
I don't know that we should give them Demise's breadcrumbs. It
I mean, we
seems
have chickens out
unhygienic.
back. He's like
I
thinking
don't-
to himself. "Could
I
feed
don't
to the
think that that's
chickens,
what.
But I mean, he'll eat anything.
We could feed it to the chickens. Demise gets very excited. She starts like hopping up and down out of her bread house.
Ryak
You're just gonna like start feeding the
Ryak
chickens
reminds the
over
party that
Yes.
Rowlet and
Yeah,
brings out
I
the
was gonna say
brings
I
out
don't think-
brings out Oliver the Rowlet. He's a little he only gets hungry every so often, so and maybe
He
you
doesn't
can
eat much.
he doesn't eat much, and that looks like the perfect amount of food necessary.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Demise is gonna sit on the bar or whatever table we're at and start like trying to yank pieces off with like she has to like pull with her like entire body because she's so small.
I can help
she didn't-
Demise. I will help
So she'll just,
Demise.
like, she does the
Wait,
equivalent of
wait,
where
wait,
you like yank
wait,
something so
don't.
hard that you like fall over, and then
Hold on
she
a
like stands
second.
back up and hands it to the Rowlet.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll for performance really quick for the Rowlet. I rolled.
It's really just Ryak.
No. I rolled a 15 minus 1, so it's a 14.
14. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
All right. Well, I wanted to. I just want for whatever reason I wanted my Rowlet to like unhinge his jaw and just eat the bread bowl like
The whole thing.
the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Demise offers him a small piece and he just munches the rest of it.
She
And
like holds it up
we
and
go,
he just like
"Oh."
eats her hands, like her hands are in his mouth.
It's like the
while
the
this is
thing
happening,
where
the barkeep just like stops and stares at the Rowlet before him. He
I'm just
doesn't know what it is.
I'm just picturing the thing where it's like you cut a slice of cake and then you take the rest of the cake that's
Yep.
not the slice, you know?
That's how you're supposed to do it, isn't
Make a
it?
cake.
Yeah.
This is Oliver, Mr. Barkeep.
Oh,
He's a good boy.
Well, he's wonderful, and he tries to pat Rowlet on the head.
The Rowlet
Or,
likes
Oliver,
head
yeah.
pats. Oliver likes head pats very much. And
Mittens looks on jealously.
The
You hear
barkeep
a
has not
coo.
noticed Mittens yet. Mittens has not made his
my
presence.
god,
known.
this stealth is crazy.
Wait, he hasn't?
He hasn't noticed Mittens. Well, he's noticed when
There's a lot going
motioned
on.
at first,
There
but
is a lot going on.
he hasn't acknowledged Mittens.
Oh, okay, damn it.
Yeah.
I can't scam this bartender.
Damn.
Already distracted
Uh,
by owl, by small
yeah.
owl being.
The barkeep suddenly like he stops and looks up and oh, I'm sorry. It's 3 silver for a stay here.
Okay.
Sh-
I believe that's
shakes
fine.
bag, 1 silver piece comes out.
A moth flies out.
I can spot it, don't worry.
Okay.
Hey, you keep your silver. I'll take care of this.
Thanks, dragon.
I will hand him the money and the necessary money. I have 30 copper, so I'll just give him that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I had to split like gold, and gold splits into 100 copper. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Alrighty. He takes this pile of copper and just like kind of dumps it into a box to the right of him, and nods to you all. Would you like any food here?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll take one of those chickens.
A whole chicken,
Well,
still alive.
Still alive, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, not a lot. Cooked, please, if possible.
Of course, of course. We also do omelets here, but not many people order them.
Ooh,
say
what?
again?
We do
Omelet.
omelets here.
Oh,
What
omelet.
Kind of omelets.
As he's saying this, he's like wringing his hands. There's a spark in his eyes. Well, what do you want in them?
Well, what kind of eggs are you making the omelets from, first of all?
The chicken eggs.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, there's chickens in the back.
Yeah,
Do you,
okay.
What were
do
you-
you do it with sides of bread? Or is there cheese?
Could we
Yes,
get
we
a
have cheese
new-
and bread. And he's like very excitedly like looking at you guys.
I gestured
Do
to
you-
the vibes. She loves bread.
Do you perchance have any wild hair?
Yes, we do actually.
Oh, I would like that in my omelet, please.
Wonderful, wonderful. Roll an insight real quick.
All right, that is a 9 plus
To anybody
2.
who wants to.
Oh, sure.
11.
Why not?
11. This guy seems really excited about cooking.
12.
And
This
surprise me
guy
with
is
some.
really excited about cooking.
I'm
Oh,
ready.
wow.
15.
I got a 22.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh,
There's
This-
an over 10.
Torrid, this guy is so excited that you guys are asking about the food here. Nobody comes here for the food, they just come here to sleep.
oh.
Oh, poor guy.
So
Just
and
wants to cook
so
a good
right,
omelet.
right, picking this up. And if you have any ingredients that you would like to add that you think would be good for an owlborn like myself, I would greatly appreciate that. Winks.
Okay. If you didn't say good for Aliborn, I was gonna have you roll to see if you had any allergies.
What would I roll for that?
I don't know, survival.
con sa- I mean, allergies are just failed con saves when at birth, right?
True.
Yes.
When born, roll a d20.
You can
15
develop
allergic
allergies.
to peanuts. Shit.
It's not necessarily at birth. You can develop allergies later in life.
This is true.
Oh, that's
You
fair.
can also just undevelop them.
So
The
in the
fun fact: people aren't allergic to poison ivy immediately. They have to touch it first in order
Yeah.
to.
so
become allergic to it.
hilariously, I rolled an 8 3 times in a row, so I think it would be an 8 plus 2 on survival, which makes it 10.
Okay. You don't seem to have any allergies to food, we'll say.
Oh, great. When there's
Great.
pollen.
I mean, if we're discussing allergies, I do have one: being stabbed.
Well, so like you
Oh, that's
just
understandable. I do too.
so
Ah, thank
when
you.
you
Yeah, knives
so when you
tend
get
to not be
stabbed,
good.
do you break out into hives?
Yes, it causes a panic attack, rashes, bleeding.
Oh, that's
Mainly
not joyful.
bleeding.
Mainly the bleeding.
And then we were just like, oh, we're sorry for the interruption. Just put your personal touch into it, my friend.
Yes, I would have whatever the chef decides, basically, in my omelet.
This guy's so excited about
Entire
cooking that he
chicken.
runs away to the back without accepting any payment first.
Oh,
Mhm. Oh, that's fine.
that's so
fine.
cute.
That
I
is
don't think-
a-okay.
I mean, I'm certainly gonna pay him, but you know.
Right. He runs to the back to make up some food for you guys. Yeah. There are 2 other patrons at the bar that do seem to be having a small conversation between each other, but they don't seem to know each other, you can tell. One
Oh.
of them being an elven person and the other being a human.
Mittens will attempt to eavesdrop.
I'm assuming that they look like travelers.
Yeah, they look like travelers.
Okay. Just curious.
Mittens, you notice that this elvish person does not look like any elf you've seen before. they have, whereas the elves you've seen have silver hair and somewhat reddish eyes, this one has very dark hair and his eyes are a pale gray.
Okay. Still a
Roll-
suspicious elf.
Still a suspicious elf. What would you roll to eavesdrop? Stealth?
Probably stealth, yeah.
Stealth perception.
Okay, for the stealth, that is a 21.
Okay,
Damn.
they don't notice you.
And for the perception, that is a nat 1.
Oh.
Good lord.
You are watching these two individuals talk to each other, and that's
God damn it.
it.
A third person walks up and is like, "Oh, cute cat."
Uh-oh.
Kaasabi is like like patting your head, so you can't really hear what they're saying.
Like, I'm trying to bat her hand, but it just brings it down harder.
It's really funny.
And then she gets to the scratchy part by the ear, and you're just like, "Oh, this is actually kind of cool."
Wait a minute. Wait. Whatever's going on over there is
Okay.
unimportant.
Can I attempt to eavesdrop? I have
Sure.
wise eyes, so I'm proficient in both investigation and perception.
Okay. Roll a. Are you being sneaky about it or no?
I'm just gonna peer over there and see what I like. You know the owl piercing piercing gaze.
Stare.
Just staring, just to see if I can make out anything.
Are you gonna be stealthy at all? No, I'm looking directly at them.
Yeah, not moving his upper body at all either. It's just his head.
Yeah.
Spinning his head around.
Roll a perception or. Yeah, perception.
16 plus 4, so 20.
Sweet.
Woo.
From what you can gather, the elvish person has been traveling for a very long time. His voice is very, very gruff. He is like a bit of a twang to the way he talks that is unfamiliar to you. This man is very much a foreigner.
Been on the road for a long time.
They seem well traveled.
Young whippersnapper.
And like Ryak is like stiff and just like peering at one direction because the table is behind him with the rest of the party members, and then to deliver the information, he
just rotates?
He's just no his head rotates only. So I would like to inform everybody. And I'm sure at an alarm to everybody that I can do this at all. That it seems like a well-traveled person at the bar. Talking about their travels.
They're just having a light conversation about their traveling.
It seems fairly normal to me.
You specifically hear that the human is native to this town. They're just talking about the town and how the walls were built.
It seems like not much effort was put into the walls, but they did make sure to.
Not much effort.
I mean, it's just
They're quite large.
They're large, but there's not. But I imagine they're not really used, and they're not really, structurally sound. They don't need to use it.
Their worth.
Yeah,
Seems more of a precaution then.
There's a wall here. Beware.
Right,
Okay,
how
bye.
long was this for?
What?
How long ago?
Right.
How long
How long
ago?
was this for?
Let me.
Yeah.
Can I roll history
war
really
was,
quick?
Yeah, you can roll history.
That's a 4 plus 1, 5.
There was a war, man.
This war happened a while ago.
And his time as a construct for old Ryak, or not old Ryak, but for Ryak.
Stanley, I could see you also rolling history though.
Oh, so Stanley asked the question.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
God,
Stanley's
I know
history. 6.
A war happened.
A war happened.
I feel like this is. I would roll, but I feel like this is information that I would not
I
know.
don't,
So
I don't think you would know this.
Anyway.
You hear specifically in the conversation.
I'm changing my dice. That's a nat 1 into a 4. Fuck that.
Specifically from the human that the walls were designed to keep out moth folk specifically, because you rolled nicely on the perception part at least.
Moth folk, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Say,
You know of the moth folk.
isn't that one of the beings that we were supposed to be? Remind me, were we supposed to be looking for these people or for like Kaasabi's party?
There was a moth folk.
There was a moth folk amongst the party.
You'd mentioned that you'd look for them, but Kaasabi wasn't too worried about it.
Oh.
Unfortunately for you, Stan is very worried about it.
Perhaps since there was the walls were designed for the moth folk specifically, Kaasabi knows that.
Can moth folk just fly? Can
Yes.
you fly?
Moth folk, can fly.
Can I fly? Did you ask?
Yeah. Can you fly?
And then,
I can't fly.
Like just keep a note, right? Burly, Ryak is burly, and does have wings and can be quick about it, but like the flight isn't as I'm not an angel or anything. I'm just these aren't for show either. I can
Flexes his wings.
I can
These
glide
aren't for show.
These aren't for show. I can glide with them. I can jump. I can reach certain places better than others, but as for total flight, as you can imagine, I just walk. I can't really fly
so
well.
the walls are effective against you as well.
Yes.
They can walk.
Yes, indeed.
As you're eavesdropping on this.
Sorry, no.
As you're eavesdropping this conversation, the barkeep returns with an omelet for Ryak and a few other lovely goods that he has prepared. One of them being a nice bread roll for Demise. And Stanley, did you order something? I'm sorry, I forgot.
A whole chicken.
A whole chicken. I forgot, yeah. He presents you with a stuffed chicken.
Oh my gosh.
This is too much to eat for Stanley.
Yes. But the whole point is that Mittens also gets some.
Yeah.
Mr. Barkeep, is this sauce that you've given us, is this for the omelet or what is this for? And motions towards one of those silver like sauce pour
like
things.
boat?
Yeah, like a gravy boat, yeah. I forgot the name
for
of
the
it.
chicken, but you can put it on anything. It's my house recipe.
Ooh, Stanley, is it okay if I take some and like pour it on my omelet? I would like to try something.
Stanley
Picks
looks
up
at
omelet
Mittens
with
and
hand,
Mittens looks
dips
at
it.
Ryak and just and like kind of nods.
Okay. Grabs it, pours not too much, but enough. Takes a bite. Oh, what a combination. Returns it begrudgingly back to Stanley and Mittens. Okay, you can enjoy your chicken.
Ryak, this omelet is the greatest thing you've ever tasted.
This
In
is...
terms of a dice roll, it is a nat 20.
Good lord, wow.
I'm not rolling this dice anymore. That's 2 nat 20s from it.
Ryak is in heaven, like seemingly flying for the first time in floating in happiness. And
like just the scent wafting off of this is enough to fill your stomach, but you keep going in for bites.
Mm-hmm. Ryak also cuts off four smaller but identically sized pieces for the party. Here, my friends. It would be a crime to not share this with my friends.
Stanley will trade you a drumstick.
Oh my gosh.
I also have an omelet.
Well, you got more omelet now.
And
More
I
mine,
guess
omelet.
so.
and mine has wild hair in it.
Every time you say wild hair, I just feel like they just put actual hair in it.
No, not that
Good
kind
lord.
of hair. No.
The cook was not wearing a hairnet.
Well, how do you? Well, yes, they. How do you think they catch it?
Well, they don't need one in emotions to the very bald fox man.
Are they? Does he have fox ears? Are they also bald?
This fox folk has very short stubble on his head. He's obviously shaved it. But he does have ears and whiskers, and his hands are paws. Or paw-like, I should say.
I'm trying to imagine this. It's a little horrifying in a way.
A little
but
bit, yeah.
just because I put it into existence. the
Our
way that I
bartender
did.
is a freak of nature.
He's a little ugly, I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
He's a little. He's got a face a mother could love.
Excellent cook, though.
It's amazing. It's the best thing I've ever had.
Me.
You bite it. You start tearing into this bread roll. It's a little smaller than the breads you've been given before. However, you get to the center, and it's a different color. You take a bite of the center piece, and it's a chocolate flavor.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
Oh no.
And
Full
then
for allergy.
No, because chocolate technically has caffeine in it, and
Oh
Demise is a
god.
10-inch tall pixie, you have just been given essentially 2 cups of coffee worth of chocolate.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a roll
no.
con for poison.
Mm.
Caffeine is
No, you
poison.
didn't.
Entire thing.
And then
So now we have
Okay.
5 on caffeine a little bit.
I just
Full send burrowed into
It's like
this
a-
chocolate.
it's like a pea-sized like the amount of chocolate is like a pea-sized dollop of chocolate, and Demise being the size that she is, just like unhinges jaw and like gulps it in one, and it's really funny. It's just a really funny image to me.
We see her burrow into the bread roll, and we go, "Oh, there she goes again."
The bread roll isn't quite bread bowl size, but is
It's a
bread
roll.
chair sized.
Oh, okay.
Like
Oh.
bread beanbag, you know?
She's just
Ooh.
slightly vibrating now. It's fine.
Slightly vibrating.
Slightly vibrating. Are you all right, Demise?
It's excellent. She says this a little too loud.
Couldn't get it.
Is your rowlet still like out and about?
No, yeah, it is. It's just Ollie is just he
I
already
hate
ate.
that gif.
I'm so
Well,
sorry.
I hate it.
Miles really wants to follow Ollie around, just repeatedly boop him on the beak.
Oh.
Oliver is just hopping around on hopping
Demise is going
around.
to start hopping around after.
Oliver is okay with this. New friend.
New hopping friend.
As for the stuffed chicken, you receive it, and the flavor is unlike anything you've had before. You can't quite tell if you like it or not, but it is different. It is very mildly spicy. How does Stanley react to spice?
Not well.
Mm-hmm.
Ryak takes a bite. It's just salt and pepper.
Red pepper flakes on the top of it.
Good lord.
All right.
Mittens cannot stop eating it though.
How not well does he react to spice?
He just goes, "This is not for me." I'm not gonna say that he throws up.
Make a con save for the sillies.
Oh my god.
Can't say for the sillies. Wait 1 second. I need to pull up Stan's stats.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. A con save
17.
for salt and pepper.
17? Okay. This is a little spicy for your taste, but the stuffing inside the chicken is not spicy and very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stanley, is that like a bead of sweat on your forehead?
It's just kind of hot in here. Okay. The fireplace they must have just put in new wood.
Ryak just like investigates the piece, the drumstick that you gave. Never mind.
There's like a single flake of pepper on it. As you all are enjoying this delicious feast prepared for you, the barkeep comes out and just, oh, I forgot about payment. I'm so sorry.
No worries. You don't need to be paid. It's fine if you don't want to.
Wait. Hello, this is a good meal. This is a really good meal.
I'm shaking my head at what Stan said.
Because you let me go a little crazy with it, I'll say 3 silver for it.
A piece or total?
Total. He doesn't quite know what to charge for you, it seems.
Stan just covers it.
Okay.
Okay.
I would have had to give a bunch of copper again,
I
or
would've
break a gold.
Another
but
pile
yeah.
of copper.
Yeah.
I would have also just. I mean, if you didn't take it, I was just gonna break up a gold piece.
I'm the one that ordered the whole chicken.
Okay.
That's fair.
Ryak throws in a silver piece for a tip.
Okay. He looks at the silver tip and he's just like, he looks up at Ryak and just, thank you so much.
This was excellent, my friend. I will forever
And
remember
he
this.
walks away to attend to the other 2 people at the bar.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Y'all are enjoying this lovely meal. The sun is very much peeking its head over the horizon. It's very much time to rest. Twilight is beginning.
Yeah, it seems we should, or we should retire to our rooms then.
To our room, singular.
Our room.
What are you talking about?
Is that what I
Guys,
said?
Timai's still like shaking. You look in her eyes and her pupils are like shaking.
Oh, whoever is carrying the bread is just slightly vibrating.
Stan will pick up the bread but put a hand over the top so she can't escape until we're in the room.
Oliver, on the other hand.
I can hear it now. Actually, this might be better for sleeping. Maybe you should keep that there.
Oh God. Meanwhile, Ryak looks over at Oliver, who is on his head. You know the spiral, like the spirals that that go on when the Pokemon is fainted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the 2 spirals are on you can see
From the boops.
Yeah, it's from the boops. Somewhat. This one's tired. I don't understand. He's usually full of energy.
When we are away from the bar, Mittens will look at Ryak and say, well, I do condone of rewarding people for strong efforts in their chosen crafts. We need not throw away treasure needlessly.
It is but a kind gesture to in equivalence to what was given to us, Cat.
Oh no, the food was excellent, but we could have afforded only some copper. And Mittens is also very much glaring at Stanley when he says this.
Are you what the city folk call cheap?
Oh, Mittens turns
Goddamn.
and looks at you with a glare in his eyes.
Savage.
Points and yells, poor.
Cheap. Oh no, I have the highest of tastes. I just know what they're worth.
And that man was certainly worth the extra silver piece that I gave him. In my
for you.
eyes.
Perhaps for you.
The beef between Ryak and Mittens begins.
Over a single silver piece.
Basically.
I tipped, and a cat doesn't like that I tipped. I can't believe it.
A cat is judging you somewhere.
Mittens is very much like the money that I see is my money.
Your owner.
It just doesn't know it belongs to me yet.
Your human cat sweat to a single flake of pepper.
Okay, we are not discussing his weakness.
God damn.
Excuse me, my weakness. Shush, my human.
You're all like walking up the stairs to get to the room for this inn, and like I'm imagining the second you get in there, Demise is literally bouncing off the walls.
She's bouncing off the walls within the bread, which she is currently trapped in.
And somehow
when
the
she is
bread
released, she bounces around.
and somehow the bread is like intact still. For
Yes, somehow.
somehow.
Somehow. They've been like beating against the wall so they're sturdier.
Mhm.
Is that bread stale all of a sudden? No,
Mhm.
and then like Ryak picks up the bread with that Demise had left behind. Oh, it's not stale at all. It's I don't know what it is. It must be some sort of magic.
It's been pulverized.
As when we get into the room, Stan will take the hand off.
Oh my gosh.
There's so much light in here. I'm being blinded. Wait, this is very exciting. I'm suddenly free. So proud of the bread.
I now know what happens when Demise gets caffeine.
A single faint coo like comes out from Oliver.
Mhm.
Tired.
Demise immediately flies over to him and gets way too close to his face.
As you all are having this conversation, you hear, like, behind you. Have you closed the door yet? Actually, real quick.
I assume that we did.
Okay. You
Sorry,
hear
I
some
had assumed
footsteps
that we
outside
did.
the door.
Do they stop at the door?
No, they just keep walking around. There's like, you assume 3 people outside.
Pacing back and forth?
Yeah.
Is
Is there like a little line on? Sorry.
It's okay. I was just gonna ask if Kaasabi is in the room with us as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just quietly like setting up her bed to
Is
sleep.
there like a little thing underneath the door?
Like a
Like
crack
the
in
like
the door.
Demise
Yeah,
zooms
crack in
over
the
to
door
the
at the
keyhole
bottom.
and peers through it.
Yeah, there is.
Hi there, who's out there?
If you want to pass perception, you can, or roll perception.
Mittens will attempt to look underneath the door.
Perceive.
I perceive 13 worth of perceiving.
I made a good choice in perception. Nat 20, so 23 total.
Oh my. Demise, you see a very short goblin man just pacing back and forth. He's muttering to himself. And Mittens, with your cat ears, you hear that he's muttering like, "Oh, I hope she'll like it." And then he like shuffles around in his pockets and just, "Oh, I hope I have it." And then he's rushing back to his room, and then he's rushing back out, and then he is just like very nervously pacing back and forth.
Goblin!
Would you like an appraisal?
Oh my god.
Are you saying this through the door?
Yes.
Oh my god.
The goblin like stops and then turns his head around, just be like, "What said that?" And he's like looking around.
Present.
Thanks, I'm gonna give praise. You're very fuzzy.
The goblin?
No, she's saying this to Mittens, but not that the
Oh.
goblin would know that.
The goblin assumes that you said that to him. He pats his hair on his head and just like, "Oh, well, thank you."
It's a single.
Present the object.
It's 2 single strands of hair on the goblin's head, by the way.
In a comb over.
Yeah, in a comb
Yeah,
over.
like Homer Simpson, you know.
And like the single like comb in his like pocket just to like brush the 2 strands of hair back if it ever goes awry.
Present the object of your affections.
He kind of holds out a box, but he's facing away from you.
Lower it.
He kneels
And
down,
turn
still
around.
facing away from you. Turn around. Oh my gosh.
Do you have to roll like for intimidation or something for that?
Roll performance or
No.
persuasion?
You could roll performance, yeah.
Performance?
Yeah.
18?
Oh my god.
You're the god of the inn.
The god of the inn. The
Mittens
goblin
has
turns-
charisma.
are talking to me. What is happening?
The goblin turns to the door and holds his little box open, and you see inside a little pearl ring.
Oh.
Wow, that's That's really pretty. I'm sure they'll love it.
Wait, no, fuck.
The goblin, now realizing it's just someone peeking through the door, closes the box and kind of shuffles towards it and knocks.
Spawn, open the door! Someone help!
Ryak gets up and walks over to the door.
I have seen you bash a man's skull in with a single swing.
Too lazy to open the door! Someone help!
Ryak grabs the doorknob, twists the handle, and opens and swings it open.
Before you stands a 2-foot-tall goblin with his two hairs greased up and a comb over. He's wearing very nice clothing, and he seems to have presented himself very pretty.
Oh,
He's dressed up for something. Oh, well. Hello. Do you know what that voice was? He's looking up at Ryak.
what voice are you talking about?
There was someone talking to me through your door.
I
Two
wasn't.
people, I assume.
Well, I wasn't talking, and then like Ryak like turns around to Demise, like behind, and he was like, "What are you doing?"
She'll hold out both hands like she's gonna give him a handshake, but she's too small to do so.
I promise I'm not a ventriloquist, and I'm not making these sounds, sir. You look very nice, though. I don't know what voice you're hearing, but what is it that you dress for?
Well, you see, today's the day that my wife and I were supposed to go out for dinner, but she's arrived late, and I don't know if I should anymore. I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, my name is Raya Korbolt, and I'm traveling with some friends of mine. And is she? When you say she arrives late, she's not here at all.
Yes, she's not here.
Is this out of character for her?
Yes, though she is quite busy. She's a scholar here, so I'd assume that she'd had something to do.
A scholar.
Oh, well, why don't you just it is getting dark and there's scary things at night. Would you like one of us to investigate somewhere, to look somewhere for your wife?
Oh, well, I would, but you see, I don't have much money. I spent a lot to try to get this ring, and
We
I
can
don't
help.
We can help. It's out of the kindness
You
of.
see Mittens' ears fall
Yeah, I was gonna say Mittens is rolling his eyes.
Mittens went from very excited to not interested whatsoever.
So we can help, and obviously we would. If there's anything that you could give us, also that would, in exchange, that would be nice as well. But we could, but helping the assistance of someone in need is always tantamount to Raya Korbolt.
Ooh.
Horrible. Ooh, fancy.
The little goblin looks up at you, like wonder in his eyes. It seems you've convinced him that you're some well-known traveler somehow. He looks up to you and is just, if you would, I can't pay you now, but if the next time we meet, I could. I promise.
Ryak peers into the soul of the goblin through his eyes, because Ryak knows how goblins can be.
Are you trying to roll an insight, or?
I'm gonna roll an insight.
Okay.
Alright.
Is there a way for Mittens to?
Doesn't care about money.
Gotcha.
Is there a way for Mittens to appraise this pro ring?
I can insight as well.
Well, it's not that Ryak. It's not the money part. It's now. Oh, I'm gonna pay you back when I see you again. Is there gonna be a see you again? Oh, by the way, what was the perception you said?
Insight.
Right,
I
insight.
rolled a 23. Is this goblin telling the truth?
I did
This
14.
goblin is telling the truth.
I did 14 plus
Okay.
2, so 16. Yeah.
The goblin is telling the truth. He very much loves his wife and wants to propose to his wife, but his wife isn't there yet, and also not his wife yet.
Oh.
He's just calling him
Oh.
his wife right now.
Oh. Well, sir, we can see what we can do on our side, and we'll report back when we can.
Yes, we could
Yeah,
go.
what's
We
your
could
what's
go
your
look
wife's
for
name?
her.
What does she look like? Where does she usually go?
She's very tall. Sure, her. Oh my, I love her so much. And he's like getting all blushy talking about her. She's a tall woman with long red hair.
When you say
Oh.
tall,
Mhm.
is she also a goblin?
No,
Tall like demise.
the reason we came to Pinton was because they don't discriminate our love. And he like clutches his chest a little bit and just looks whimsically to the side.
Well, that's very sweet. So tall with red is it? Is it also? Sorry, is she also a goblin, or is she? I'm sorry if I'm for being ignorant to the details.
Oh, she's a tiefling.
Oh, okay, a tall orange,
A tall red-haired tiefling.
red-haired tiefling. Now, is this tall relative to you, or is this tall, um, relative to me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Ah,
Her name's Temperance also.
Temperance, the tiefling of orange hair. And sir, what is your name as well? So we might.
My name's Nook.
Nook. Okay.
With a K?
Nook is such a great name. Anyway,
Nook.
With a K or with just N-O-O-K?
Yeah, Nook.
I'm typing in Nook with a K.
where
Right.
does your wife usually frequent? Is there like a path she usually travels?
She's staying at the university right now, but we were coming here because it's a little further out and it's a
Wait,
nice like,
this small town has a university?
It does. You've never heard of this university, but it has one.
Mittens is back interested.
And then is this like a history check in my head where to be like
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, you could history
I'm gonna
check it.
history check it. 18 plus 1, 19.
This is the equivalent of a community college
Ah,
university.
Ah.
However, you do know that people sometimes come here to get like the common things out of the way and then transfer to a higher level. It's very much more cost effective too.
I see. This is more for some of the common folk to acquire higher learning before they go into their schools of learning, to the higher education that you may know about so well, Mittens. Oh, right.
Stanley will ask, when was the last time you saw her?
Last week.
Ah.
Oh, she was glorious as ever.
Has she written you?
Yes, she's written me a few times. She said she'd be late, but I didn't think it'd be this late.
When did
This
she
was
write
some-
Can
you
we see
that?
that letter?
He shuffles around in his pockets and kind of pats him down and just, oh, where'd I put it? And then finally reveals a letter to you. It's what is a note card that just says, I will see you tomorrow, my love. I am sorry for the delay. And then signed Temperance.
Okay. Mittens will attempt to smell the card.
The card smells of sage and herbs. It's very floral. It's not the cultist, that's what you're getting at.
That wasn't actually where my head was going at all.
Oh, okay. I'm just assuming that anytime you ask for a smell, it's going to be for the cultists.
Nope. Mittens is just attempting to smell this to see if it smells like, the tiefling.
Okay. Yeah, it smells of sage and herbs. A little bit of like smoke lingers on the thing, and it also kind of smells of sweat because it's been in this goblin's pocket for a while. Or all day.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well,
Fair enough.
My friends, do you
Demise
wish?
is hosting
Demise is hosting.
the YouTube thing.
Hmm?
I
Yeah.
hosted.
Why are you hosting?
I don't
Huh?
know. Wait, hold on. Does that work? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could just imagine like a gray pause sign just appeared in front of the whole party in like the like in the
And then, like, a little
universe, and
buffering
everybody's
wheel.
like, yeah. And
Buffering,
as soon as
buffering.
this happened, and then now all of a sudden it just disappeared, and nothing happened. It's just a pause button.
Well, we should probably head to this university and see if we can
Mhm.
find her.
You
Uh,
Ask
turn,
around.
if you turn to look at Kaasabi, she is fast asleep already. She didn't notice the goblin at all.
So we've been talking this whole
Fine.
time, and oh, that one's tired. I think we can let that one rest a little bit longer. Maybe maybe somebody stay behind, or to make sure that she's that nothing bad
I can
happens.
I'll stay behind.
And then Ryak winks at Stanley.
Wink,
What?
wink.
Because like like there's a cat that's gonna follow us
Yeah.
hiddenly. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what the wink is, and I didn't actually say that, by the way.
Sorry, I
It's
thought
gonna
that you were.
follow
I
us.
thought you were sending a wink for a
Hiddenly.
whole different reason. I was
No,
like,
no,
what?
no, 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 no.
Mm,
Splitting
Yes,
the
yeah.
party, but not splitting the party.
Yes,
Haha.
exactly.
exactly.
Okay, well, friends, I say we get along. Even we're just gonna have to look for this place.
Mittens will
Mhm.
hop upon Torin's shoulders.
Uh-oh.
All right, I accept this.
Demise is hopping on your head.
Okay, no,
My-
I am the replacement Stan.
And Ollie is asleep as well in the room because
All right.
Demise has tired that one out.
We hopped a
Nook.
little too close to the
Mhm.
sun.
Mhm.
Nook looks up to you guys. I'll show you the way there. It's not too far.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
As you leave the inn, the sun is very much set. Twilight is set in. It's about 9 p.m. ish, from what you can tell. And he guides you through the city. It's about a 10-minute walk to the university, and you get there, and it's just a bit of a larger building, but nothing too ornate or fancy.
I have dark vision. Can I do like a? Can I just do
Yeah.
like a quick scan of the area around us?
a little scanny scan. If
A
you
little
want
scanny
perception.
scan. That is a 15 plus 4, 19.
Oh my. Perception. You don't notice anybody out of the ordinary. There's some students that are hurrying back to their place of residences. Some people are just entering for like night classes and such.
That one's blonde. That one has raven colored hair. That one has a tail.
I like to think that these are also all tieflings.
Are they
Um,
all tieflings?
There's a majority, excuse me, of tieflings here, but there are some humans, there's some fox folk, and you see a couple of other Aarakocra too.
And one Kenku.
And one pink.
Well, do you
And a
know
partridge in a pear tree. Sorry.
you being her betrothed?
We left that one behind.
I'm saying this to the goblin. You being the betrothed, and Ryak looks at addresses Nook. Would you happen to know her schedule of sorts at this university?
Oh yes, she'd be in the laboratories by now. Follow me, and he just walks straight into the building. No one really seems to notice you guys. There's a mixed bag of people here.
What about Mittens?
Is Mittens trying to be sneaky, or is he just like walking in?
Mittens is riding in on Torin.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
People
Sit
kind
on
of
Torin's
look
head.
at you, but
Yeah,
you'd assume
well,
that
I'm
they'd,
following
like,
them.
you assume
I'm
that
just a
they'd
cat.
like assume they'd Mittens is like a familiar of sorts.
Okay.
Mittens will just whisper in Torin's ear, just like, So she is scheduled to be somewhere right now, but she is still late. I do not understand.
We'll
The
go along.
goblin's just like merrily walking. He's excited to see his girlfriend. All right.
Something does seem amiss now, doesn't it?
Mhm.
The little man leads you through the halls of this university. And he rounds a corner, takes a
Are we
couple quick
being
turns.
followed?
Are you perceptioning?
Mittens is what is going to like kind of have a head on a swivel to say, "Are we being followed at
Okay.
all?"
Roll me a perception.
Perceptione.
22.
Oh,
22.
Yeah.
You notice a familiar face behind you, just because you seem like it's an odd coincidence that you've seen this person so many times.
Is it the elf?
Yes.
Well,
They have long black hair and pale eyes. They seem to be following you, but from a distance.
Okay. Do not turn your head around, but there is a member of. There is somebody that was at the bar who is now currently following behind us.
I mean, Waffles, she yells this very loudly, but also doesn't turn her head around.
I see.
Elf, dark hair, pale eyes.
I have a bad feeling about this.
the one that was the traveler, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, the traveling man.
Right, the traveling man. Ryak just nods and just does a slight nod, but doesn't doesn't make it discreet. I mean, doesn't make it discreet. Doesn't make it like seem to at least a goblin.
Yeah. The goblin isn't really paying attention to what you guys are doing. He's walking whimsically.
Okay.
He takes a couple of sharp corners. He's kind of race walking because he's just really excited. And opens the door to a study. Books line the walls, and a few tables are in the center of the room. And in the center, you see a very tall, very, very pretty woman with tiefling horns. And you'd assume that this is Temperance.
I'm going to stay by the door.
Ryak, being that one of Ryak's flaws is, and I quote, where is it? I can't resist a pretty face.
Oh, fuck!
Oh my, that hair color is certainly my favorite color.
Is that Mitten's flaw too?
No, Mittens is not. No, Mittens' flaw is greed and hubris. Not.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, that's what pretty face is mine.
Just your
Mittens is a
reaction made
cat.
me think that.
You enter the room, and Nook just casts out, "My love, Temperance, I've been waiting for you." And she looks up, and just like little sparkles enter her eyes. She's very striking features. Everything about her is just radiance and glory. You are wondering to yourself, how did she get this man?
Why couldn't it be me?
It should have been me.
Right,
damn
right.
it!
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
Ryak just mutters like behind his back.
How did he pull her?
Ryak considers the option of longbowing the goblin, but doesn't do it.
If you were to longbow the goblin, that pearl ring could fetch quite the price.
You see.
Oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. You, from the glance you saw at the pearl ring, it is very expensive.
Oh boy.
You'd assume
Half
that
the
this
party
goblin,
wants to kill the goblin now.
you assume that this ring, it took this little man years to save up for.
Oh no.
Oh, years? God damn it! I was hoping he was richer.
Oh no. Mittens,
Alright,
I know what you
sorry,
see.
I have to cough real quick.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Mittens will hop onto Ryak's shoulders.
Oh,
His horns seem sharper and more red than normal.
Parkour.
cat.
Demise just like one hand on her bomb camera.
What?
Cat.
Mhm.
Cat, I know
I'm
what you're
with you
thinking. Cat, I know what you are thinking.
Cat. Oh, I assure you, Ryak, you are in the presence of dragons. You are in the party of dragons. It is okay for you to take what you want. The world is ours, Ryak.
This is not the time, my friend. This is although I have my own desires, I relent.
You guys are like whispering to yourselves, and you're looking at this goblin getting hugs and kisses from this tall tiefling woman.
This is really endearing.
Yes, but the ring.
The ring.
Hmm. Fair enough. While we are being pursued, it is not the best time to start anything.
I agree. I would rather we maybe look for if you wish to get the ring, you must look for an opening too, because of your sense of following is happening.
Hmm.
You're just
Mi-
scheming to each other.
Yes.
And there's just this loving couple, and you're just like,
How-
I need to.
Just like,
Mm.
I need it.
There might be you just hear a voice randomly in the just somebody walking by with a book in hand.
Mhm.
And then they read they read a voice, like they read a line from their book aloud, and it's there was a time and place for everything, but not right now.
See, the issue is that Mittens is very much not a good person, but Jacob is.
Yeah.
So Jacob is in here just like, is Mittens going to suggest using the follower and the potential for conflict to accidentally have the goblin die?
Yes,
Oh my
I
gosh.
or just there needs not be death, my friend. There, if you
It could just go missing during the
It could just
during
go
the
missing.
kerfuffle. You're so right.
I do
You're
agree.
so right.
I
You're
agree,
saying
my
this to each
friend.
other, he's like, my love, I've been waiting for you all day. Where have you been? And she's like, oh,
I-
I'm so sorry, my love. I've just been so busy and caught up with the schoolwork. And you guys are just sitting over there, just like, but what if he dies?
Yeah, but what if he dies?
They seem like
hear me out.
Like, look at them. They look like quite the couple. I don't think we take that away from them. It's just, you know.
But do they need to be such a lavish couple?
But see me.
Meanwhile, Demise is sitting there, hand on hammer, like if anyone touches this innocent goblin man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to like say to
Suggestion.
Demise, keep an eye on them. I'm gonna keep an eye on
Listen,
the door.
cat. Listen, cat.
I'm gonna listen at the door for like followers.
How about we let them? He obviously wants to propose. Why don't we let them propose, and then surely when the time comes for conflict, if there is conflict, that's when we must cause enough of a distraction to yoink the to and then. When I say yoink, I'm like trying to think of how I know the word yoink in this era to grab this.
I'm
this-
sorry, I don't understand your thieves' camp.
All right,
Yoink is now a
cat.
thieves' camp word.
Yeah. It's canon now.
It's canon now. How far back
I
was
like your idea, Bird. Yeah, how far back was that elf?
was the elf?
Suspicious typing.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
I don't like that one bit. Is Goblin Man about to like get down on a knee and
Hold on.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh, stress.
The elvish man was you didn't see him following you as you were rounding corners, but you'd assume that if he was following you, he still is.
Torin, how is the door?
I hear talking on the other side, but not much else.
Okay.
I recognize one of the voices, but
You do?
can't make out who it is.
Mittens will turn their ears to the door and try to see if they know the voice.
Roll perception.
With ears.
Rule in ears, please.
Well, 10.
10. The
10.
voice is very familiar to you.
My roll was around there too.
Can I roll?
Oh,
I can roll for perception too, right?
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, I can as well.
thir-
Yay! Hold on.
13 plus 4, 17.
I rolled a nat 1. I didn't hear anything.
Device, there's something going on over there, but you're watching this couple as they gush their love to each other, and it's just very wholesome.
Mhm.
Oh, what did you roll?
I rolled
Thor?
17.
17. This is a very gruff voice from the inn.
Just a guy from the inn, but it didn't seem like an issue before. But the fact that he's with us is a little troubling, in my opinion.
As you all are doing this, the little goblin's man is just like, "Oh, my love, I can't
Quick
wait
question.
anymore." And
Is
he's
the
like-
door shut?
The door is cracked open slightly.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you should shut it.
I thought it was
Mittens will
shut.
open the door.
Okay, go on. Happy, you were saying.
Oh, as this is occurring, the Nook looks up to his wife and is just, "I cannot wait anymore, my love." And he pulls the box out of his pocket and kind of fumbles with it. He drops it once or twice and opens it and just like, "Will you marry me?"
Why would she buy something so expensive if you couldn't treat it with the proper respect?
Why is? I thought he called her his wife already. Why is he proposing to her?
You look at the if you look back, you notice that on this woman's hands are a numerous number of very expensive rings, and she is adorned with very ornate jewelry.
Oh.
No.
We don't kill the goblin, but the goblin must be saved for the reward.
Wait. What if this is a? Now hold on a second. Why are there a lot of rings on her? Surely there might.
What if she has money?
What if the goblin is to be saved after all, and this is something that we must? Oh, that. What if we? Oh no.
Oh no.
What if
Maya's roaming in Arcana.
Ah!
I also want to point out, didn't Mittens open the?
Okay, hold on, I need a new dog.
Yeah, Mittens has
Roll
opened the
that
door
one.
at this point.
Yeah.
16.
16. There's something about Nook that you can't quite put your finger on, but there is some sort of malicious magic going on with him.
Oh.
Oh no.
Now,
Temperance looks down to him and smiles a little bit sadly to herself and just says, "My love, it would make me nothing happier." And she takes the ring from him and puts it on.
Can I
The only
roll
unadorned.
check to see if it's like she's being genuine about that?
Yeah, you can.
can I also roll said?
I can tell you he's
Perception.
being genuine.
Can I roll
Uh,
perception or
14.
investigation?
I'm sorry?
14.
14. You can tell she's being genuine, but there's like a certain like hesitance to what she's doing.
What's going on outside the door?
Okay, so you open the door, and there's no one out there that you can see quite yet, but you do hear the voices quite louder.
And what are they saying?
Why don't you tell? Why don't you roll to tell us?
Yeah.
Am I rolling perception?
Roll a perception.
18?
I'll roll a
Do you speak
perception too.
Elvish?
12. Never mind.
No. Mittens refuses to learn Elvish.
I don't know.
You hear talking coming from around the corner. It's a gruff voice and then kind of a nerdy kind of voice, just like a nasally Like, actually,
Actually,
what are you doing here? The conversation is hushed, and it's in Elvish.
Don't draw anything yet. There just seem I just can't shake the feeling that there's something amiss with whatever is happening with this proposal. Why?
Yeah. Demise is gonna like lean over to you, Ryak, and be like, "There's some weird magic about this guy."
Mittens is going to shut the door.
Okay.
That
As
sounds
you,
like a good idea.
as you lean over, Temperance looks up to you guys and just kind of nods and smiles at you. A glorious smile to you, Ryak. You can't resist the smile.
Oh, my. Oh, darling, you don't need to smile at me. I haven't even introduced myself to you yet.
I want to roll insight on the like what kind of a look she's given us.
Okay.
14.
She smiles at
Damn.
you. It seems to be a genuine smile from what you can tell. But there's something she's trying to tell you guys with the look.
Anyone got the message cantrip?
I don't have the message cantrip.
I'm a
Mittens,
monk. I don't have
Mittens will
shit.
minor illusion a question mark into the air.
She kind of pats her husband on the head and just looks up to you all and says, "Thank you for bringing him here. I've been busy at work all day. The time got away from me." She kind of looks towards the door.
Huh. Like, I'm at like a.
Huh.
I'm at a loss at like what to do next for this one.
Mhm.
Because I feel like the door is about to swing open or something.
My brain is saying we need to separate them and ask her a million questions, but also I have no means.
Ryak, with his burly size, walks up over to the door and not only closes it, but also puts his back to the door like a like
Doing
he's
this like
now
it's an
like
intimidation.
as a. I guess it would be intimidation and maybe is there athletics because I'm gonna try and keep like I'm obviously somebody's gonna try and swing the door open unless it's a pull door and not a push door, in which case
a roll I can make to figure out what type of like sinister magic is on this guy? Question mark.
You have detect magic as a paladin.
No, I have divine sense.
You could use that.
Okay, I was thinking about using that, but it detects creatures, not spells.
I mean, it doesn't help that it doesn't hurt
As
to
an
detect
action,
a
you know
creature.
the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you, and you know their type. You can also know the location of anything that's been consecrated or desecrated.
Well, it doesn't hurt, no, because it could
Would
be.
that show the location of tieflings?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get pings from the tiefling, and like that's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it
I'll
seems
use
like.
it, but
Mhm.
like,
We'll say you can use it in this situation.
okay,
Is detect good and evil a thing in this one?
I'll use divine sense.
That's called a nat 20 in perception.
What are you just perceiving, Ryak?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just answering.
Okay.
Jacob.
Demise, you sense that there is a curse put on this goblin.
Oh. Excuse me, sir, but can I ask when recently you've been cursed?
The goblin turns to you with just utter shock and surprise. I've been cursed, and Temperance puts her hand over his ears and just like, he doesn't know. Please don't tell him.
I will.
Can I ask why?
She's like cupping her hands over his ears, and he's just like letting it happen. The reason I've been studying here is to remove it. He has amnesia.
Oh. Oh.
Insight. Never
Insight?
mind. That's a 13.
I'll insight check that.
I'm gonna insight check
Okay.
it as well. It's a 9.
Rings the many times he has proposed. Oh no.
That's a 14.
She's being sincere with you guys as far as you know.
Okay. All right.
Are all of those? Are all of the rings all the different? That's such a good thought, Ella.
Yeah.
That
Yes, these are all the times that he's proposed to her.
But-
His mentality, he's been stuck in the same few months. I can't seem to get it to break,
Wait
but
a minute.
Really
if I just keep trying.
interesting.
that is
And you
Very
like the
well.
party can hear Mittens. Wait, so you're saying that he can afford all those rings within the span of a few months?
I just give Mittens a look.
Ryak.
Now you must be wondering how.
Ryak is no. Ryak looks
give
back.
Me another look of like
No, Ryak looks back. I mean, looks at Mittens like with like a not with like a knowing look. It's like,
Like
oh, he can.
you're
Oh,
telling me
he's
a man with amnesia can afford all those rings?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Hmm.
You
But
count 5 rings, not with including the one that he's proposed with just now.
So that's so 5 total. Okay.
well,
Hyperventilating is happening.
it's
Wait a minute. To VC chat.
Wow. It's the I think I know what gif you're gonna put in there, but
Just rewatching this. Oh yeah, yeah.
that's exactly
yeah.
the gif that I was picturing. Yep,
Yep.
that's it.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying he doesn't need all those rings to propose, right?
I say, well, it seems we reunited the
Well, we did.
as
We did what we were asked.
you know.
Mittens will minor illusion, just the word danger question mark into the sky.
What is this directed at? Is it just like in general?
In general.
The-
None of us have 3rd level spell slots yet, right?
Nope. No.
I certainly don't.
Like Nook looks up to the danger and like tries to pry Temperance's hands off his head. Just what's going on? What's happening? There's danger, and he looks up to her, and she just smiles down at him. No, it's all right, sweetie. It's fine.
No danger. Well, not yet. Not hopefully no danger ever. But anyway,
Yes, we are happy that you two are reunited.
I think the more dangerous thing.
Yes, thank you for coming with me to find her.
I suppose the
Yes,
more dangerous.
absolutely.
I suppose the more dangerous thing is that your one finger is slightly heavier than everybody else's.
I'll push past Ryan.
Ooh, Ryak.
Oh my gosh, did he actually say that out loud?
Oh,
No, but Ryak mutters it to Mittens.
Mittens' greed is starting to take over.
I'll
Seems-
say we probably should head back to our inn now.
So you.
I hope you two find what you were looking for.
Temperance walks up to you, Torin. How tall are you, Torin?
6 something. 6'6", yeah, 6.5
Okay.
feet.
She's about eye level with you for reference, and she
she's
hands
tall.
you a gold piece and just thank you for looking after him. He tends to run off. Sometimes I lose him. Thank you.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you for, the gold, and
The
we
gold.
should be on our way.
ask you before we go, Temperance. Are there any local paladins that you've talked to about this?
There aren't any here, but I'm trying to study up so I can hopefully go to the university and find someone there.
Hey, I've spent a lot of time among paladins. Training and such in the day. There are many of them that can remove curses, at least in my experience. You might try looking there if you can't find anything yourself.
Yes, but it's expensive too. The paladins here are all money hungry.
I wish I had third level spell slots.
looks at the 5 rings.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can tell that she doesn't have that money, but he does.
It's like, I wish Stan were here. Stan is the utility spell guy.
We have made a grave mistake.
God damn it!
Leave
Nah,
me-
it's fine. I never intended for Stan to actually be used for spellcasting anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She picks up her husband and just kind of like holds him for a little bit. And nods to you guys. Thank you for coming.
Not a problem.
We are happy to be of help, you know.
Do you need help back to the inn?
We should be okay.
Yes.
we should be able to find it, right?
I kind of remember retracing your steps, darling.
we do have a ranger with us. I sure hope we can find our way back.
A ranger
Yeah.
with dark vision. Yeah.
Especially if
Yeah,
it's like a
seriously.
5-minute walk, you know?
Yeah. And then Ryak turns around because his back was at the door the whole time, and we'll open the door now.
Okay. You leave the room. Do you close the door behind you, or just let the two little lovers in there? go
I
with the door open?
will leave it ajar.
No, close the door. Close.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll close
We
it.
could close the door. Yeah.
It seems.
Okay.
I worry for them, but you know,
Hmm.
maybe they will be okay.
It seemed they were all telling the truth.
Although I still can't fathom why one needs 5 different rings for proposal.
Because he doesn't remember that it happened.
Well, yeah. Why didn't she just give it back to him?
That would be a no. But would he remember the no?
Exactly. If he has amnesia, never mind.
Tricky.
Mm-hmm.
All
We
right.
walk. We
But keep
continue
an eye
walking.
out.
All right.
Are
you
we still
continue walking.
being followed?
Yes, you are.
At this point, they
Is
should
there
be
an-
like
is there
right
an
around the
alleyway?
corner.
Can
No.
I say something? Can I ask them? I want to ask them.
What do you want to
Don't
ask them, young little one?
We need them to get closer.
Little one.
Perhaps we duck.
Down an alley.
Maybe,
Is there an
yes,
alleyway?
maybe we duck.
haven't
down
even-
a
we ha-
hallway.
Unless
and
someone
confront
is
them or something.
physically like putting their hand over Demise's mouth, she is straight up yelling, "Hey, why are you following us?"
No.
Oh.
I stopped Demise, I stopped Demise.
Ryak plucks a feather out and muffles the noise a little bit, so it's not. But that's what the outside hears. But
Yeah.
close to us, we hear every word.
She will accept that there's just a feather in her mouth now, and she'll like sit down in like a hump, like crisscross applesauce on top of Torin's head.
The person that has been following you is still following at quite the distance. Hold on.
Turn
just
down an
rolling
alley and
fucking
stop moving.
noises.
Turn down an alley.
Uh-oh.
Turn down an alley and
There we go.
stop moving.
Different noise? Question
That's what
mark.
I'm
Let
thinking.
them catch up.
There we
Yes,
go.
this is a genius idea. This is a genius idea. Nothing can go wrong with this idea. We are
What
just.
are you
Nothing
saying?
bad will happen.
What are you saying, Mittens?
We can turn down an alleyway and stop moving and let them catch up. And then Torin and Raya can tackle them to the ground.
Or
And then
we could-
Demise.
Wait,
And
go
then
wrong.
Demise gets to ask them a question. Peace, young fairy flight instructor.
Oh my goodness.
You shall have your justice.
What? I kind of want to just like shoot the guy in the foot so he just stops moving.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What if he runs? If he runs, then we can't.
No, but like the arrow will make him stuck to the ground, and we can catch up to him. And
It's up, then it's up, then it's up.
it's stuck and it's stuck.
We duck behind a building first.
Okay,
Let
we'll
him
duck
get
behind
closer.
a building. Fine.
Okay, so you're ducking behind a building as you're walking?
Well, actually, like how about since we're still in the school, we haven't left the building yet. We're still in the building, by the way.
Are we?
Yeah, we just walked out of the room. I didn't,
Okay.
So let's go down the hallway and into another dark part of the hallway. So it like juts out into like another like passageway to another classroom or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then we just duck down that way, and we just stay out of eye shot, like shadow wise or something. I don't know.
Okay. Clicking and scrolling noises continue. There we go. So you duck behind an alley, like a corridor in the building you're in, right? Wonderful.
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 At this point, also just of note, Ryak takes the feather out of Demise's mouth.
Trying to decide what I think a feather tastes like.
He's placed a notebook that has.
That's a
never mind, I had
sentence.
it. There we go.
That was very fuzzy and I did not appreciate it.
Sorry, wait. I'll try not to do that again, little one.
She does like the equivalent of a dejected, like cross-armed anime girl vibe, like, you know, where they just like kind
Yes.
of glower at you and puff out their cheeks.
Yes, you
She just
pout.
kind of sits there.
The
Yeah.
pout,
Mhm.
yep.
I'm picturing her like Tinkerbell, like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You round the corner to duck behind cover, and as you do, make a dexterity saving throw.
Everybody?
Oh,
Everybody.
That is a 19 plus
What is my modifier for that?
17.
dex saving. Oh,
19.
19 plus 5 is 24.
Oh my.
9.
Demise, yes, make one as well.
17.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Demise and Mitten.
Oh,
A-
demise too?
Yes. A hand reaches from the darkness and touches your forehead, and you hear in your mind, "A great evil is coming. You need to hurry."
What does that mean?
Do we see this happen?
Mittens will attempt to grab the hand.
What Ryak and Torrent sees are mage hands coming from the darkness.
Oh. Do we hear this as well?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Demise, catch the elf. Demise. Catch the elf.
Oh,
I did not hear what you said,
how's the elf
Demise.
doing?
Can
How's
I
the elf
bonk them?
doing?
Can I bonk?
I did not hear what you said,
No
Demise.
bonk, just
Your
restrain.
mic was
It's
peaking
just
a little
wait,
bit.
wait, yeah, your mic is peaking, which makes it really funny.
Yeah.
So you guys sound like you look like you've heard a ghost or seen a ghost. What's going
A
on?
great evil is coming.
Oh.
Mine
Where the
is
hell?
flying
Where in the
after this elf.
world
But you
did
just-
those
Where did those
hands come
where did
from?
those
Mittens
ma-
is charging
the
at the elf
darkness.
now.
Oh, wait! Where did those mage hands come from? Those weren't real hands, you two.
Is this the time for questions?
I don't know. I'm questioning. So you
Well,
don't.
where is the elf?
The elf
he
is
still
still
following us?
behind you.
Demise has turned around and is charging at this elf.
Hammer in hand or just charging?
Just charging. Hand on
Okay.
hammer, but not like, I'm gonna bonk you for sure.
Oh.
As you're charging at the elf, you make out his face a little bit clearer. Roll me a perception.
I'll be
Both of us are
running
just
towards the elf
demise.
as well.
All of us are just demise.
If you're running at the elf, do it.
Okay.
I'm not running out the elf.
11.
Ooh,
11.
19.
I got an 8.
19 for Mittens.
I'm not
Uh,
running at them. I'm just saying hanging back a little bit.
Okay. Mittens, you notice that his eyes seem very different from before. Demise,
Oh,
something seems off, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Okay.
how eyes are different. Okay,
You rolled a 19 or a 17?
19.
Oh, he has more eyes than before.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What?
Huh.
He has 3 sets of eyes.
Oh.
I just used
Huh?
Spooky Bean.
What'd you say?
Well,
Oh,
You following us, you spooky bean?
I'm not following you. And then, as you charge at him, his form seems to fade a little bit.
what? How close are we to him?
I'm assuming Demise is blind rushing and is like 15 feet at this point.
Yeah.
But Mittens, you'd be about 20 to 25.
And then me and Torn are
Um,
like 30-ish, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could run pretty fast though.
But
Mittens will shout out kneel and try to cast command.
Okay. Go ahead and try. What is that?
I mean, that's a saving throw.
What is it?
It's a 1 second. Da, 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 da. It is a wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Okay.
We're still low level. My DC is so low.
That is a
Yeah, I feel that.
I hate you.
Nat 20, did you say?
Yeah.
oh my
Damn.
god.
He will do the same to you in return and say sit.
oh.
Okay.
To the cat.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
That is a nat 20. I'm just
They're
kidding.
just
It's an
yelling.
18.
Okay.
It's an
Okay,
18.
well,
I'm
still,
just kidding. I just
pretty
wanted to
sure
do that.
It's
They're
six.
probably, yeah. These two are just shouting words at each other.
Kneel.
Well, can is this where I would finally make a perception check and see?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Why do you have 3 sets of eyes?
That is
What the fuck are you, a Hearthian?
That is a 16
They only have
plus
2.
4, 20 total.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
This is the same person that has been following you. His voice is the same as the person from the tavern. And there's you two notice that his form is sort of melting into the shadows behind him.
He seems one of the shadows. I mean, this is the
You
same
also
guy.
notice that there are
Three
6
se-
piercing silver eyes glaring at you.
I've never I don't think I noticed these extra sets of eyes either at the bar, but so, what's happening? And I guess I just draw my bow in preparation. I don't know what to do. I'm not ready to do
I
it.
get there enough to try and restrain this man?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, what did I roll to try and restrain a man?
Roll. I guess athletics with disadvantage because you are a 10-inch tall pixie trying to restrain a 6-foot tall.
I was told by the cat to try and restrain this man.
Yep.
Okay, you said acrobatics at disadvantage?
Fuck,
Or
it's too late for me to cast the
Or
spell.
athletics. Athletics with disadvantage.
Okay, that's not horrible. 16.
Wow.
You don't restrain this man,
Plus 4 to
but you
athletics.
are holding his hand and
Okay.
looking at him, and he's kind of looking back at you quizzically.
Like,
Well, are you warning us or what's happening? What is
I
there?
was trying to.
Oh.
well, why'd you have to be so mysterious about it?
I can't be seen out there. And he kind of motions to the light of the moon.
Seen
Who
out
are
there.
you?
You were seen the entire way here by me.
Well, Cat, it seems that he's talking about the moon, not you. Are you the moon?
Are
I
you
am
the
far
moon?
greater.
Who are you?
Hold on, I'm quoting that.
Are you the
Mittens
moon?
will puff
I am
himself
far
up
greater.
and like kind of like preen like a bird.
That's a
I am
great
far
quote.
greater than the moon. I am not your girlfriend.
Okay. Oops. Jacob, what's your name in Gengar? Is it Timmy fell down a well?
Yeah, Timmy found down a well.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. He disregards your questions and again says, I've not been following you per se.
Who are you following then?
He rolls all 6 of his eyes and just kind of motions to the direction you were walking. The one you're traveling with.
The fox?
I look that direction, the direction that we're walking, and I'm like,
The goblin?
because we were walking down like a hallway, weren't we?
tiefling.
Just
Yeah.
a random hallway. I'm like,
Or,
who's that
he motions
direction?
back to the inn, I should say.
Oh, to the inn.
Into the inn. So it is. You mean the fox?
Yes.
Why is that?
Who? Are you one of the 3 that we are looking for?
What? What do you mean?
I don't think.
Insight check that. I'm insight checking that.
Okay.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Nat
Okay,
one.
I
God
thought
damn it.
Not one also! God damn it!
That's
This is bullshit.
incredible. 2 now ones.
This man's confused by your question.
15, but I don't know if I'd know that. I'm insight checking to figure out what the heck is going on.
This man has been following your party, you think.
Are you
Demise.
are you suggesting that then the one that we travel with is trouble for us?
She's trouble for anybody.
Is she
he's-
the great evil?
What? I'm sorry.
What?
I didn't
Is-
hear what you said.
Is she the great evil?
Of course not.
Does she bring about the great evil?
Of course not.
Then
Why is she trouble?
You misunderstand my messages.
Well,
wouldn't
if
be
you
so
would just
cryptic
speak
about it.
easier,
I thought you were I thought you were well traveled, not a edgy teenager. What is happening?
I'm trying to be discreet about this, and it doesn't seem to work any
I'm
time.
sorry. Are there
Why-
people
why-
listening in right now?
No.
Then what's the point?
A greater is watching. I cannot say it now.
I see.
So there is something listening in.
We don't know it, but but it's as if the walls have ears as well, my friend. I
I
understand.
rage against this universe. It shall burn under my breath. I swear.
We understand your
to
need.
all the gods.
Now, Mr. Multiple Ives Man, sir, we understand you. At least I do understand your plight. What is there to worry about this one?
You've seen her. She doesn't quite.
She can't read a
Ooh,
map.
look.
Yes.
She has trouble reading maps, but what is the problem?
But I agree that she has trouble reading maps, but knows where to go suddenly.
Yes, but she gets herself into trouble, and I have to try to help her, but you know how it is. They don't like it when they're being helped.
So you're telling us to keep an eye on her, as in make sure that she doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Demise, are you still like trying to grapple this man, or
She is just holding his hand at this point. She has accepted that grappling is not going to work, so she's just here and has not let
But
go.
like technically, you are grappling because
She's
like
wrapped around his wrist, and, like just holding on, like you're trying not to slide off of an object. I don't know.
Demise, another hand kind of reaches out, and tries to peel you off. Can you
She's gonna
make this
try to bite it.
save?
a what save?
Strength.
Oh,
17.
oh my
Okay.
god!
The hand does not succeed in peeling you off of this man's wrist.
Bites the hand.
You bite it, and it tastes spicy. It tastes like
Okay.
sparkles.
Like the chicken.
She spits out the sparkles.
Spark. I understand.
Your mage hands need to taste better, damn it.
Is that the real hand now, or is that the mage hand that she's biting into?
She bit into a mage hand.
Oh. So then, like, I mean, as I still don't understand what else you have for us to do. Is there a message you wish to deliver to us? Maybe you could be cryptic about it if you wish.
Excuse me, cryptic.
Well, he's clearly worried about being overheard, so we can maybe decipher this eventually,
Then
right?
write a letter.
Can
Can they see us too?
Kat, do you have paper on hand?
I don't have hands.
Do you have paper on paw?
No.
I don't have hands.
Don't have hands.
Are you quoting that as well?
Yes, I am.
I can't believe you'd be so insensitive about it.
The
Anyway.
man looks down to Demise and can you please get off of me? So please.
Mittens, wait, can Mittens hop on his shoulders? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You could try.
Well, maybe if you please tell us who you are.
I don't know what name she told you this time. You can call me Eve.
Eve.
Wait, what name she told us this time?
Huh? Oh.
Oh,
I
So you
see.
are one of the ones that we're looking for.
Everett.
No, I interrupt, Stanley. The mountain from a land far from
Stanley's not
here.
here.
To Mittens, I mean. To Mittens.
From a land far away.
I'll cross my arms and say, I assume then that you don't always look the way you do right now.
I try to conceal it, but people don't quite like my natural.
I understand.
Ryak taps on a lantern that has like one, or like just claps, like the clap on and clap off thing, and then a light turns on. What does will Eve be drawn to it?
What?
It's
For real?
Are they still a Mothkin?
Dude, a Mothkin get
I'm sorry, are you being racist right now, Ryak?
Why are
Ignore
you
all the
watching
racism that Mittens has had.
Sorry, I'm being it's being insectist. Anyway, so what I don't understand, Eve, is how you even got in here after all.
How you
How you
even got in here? I'm
Are you
sorry.
eavesdropping on
sorry.
us?
Well, yeah. That's what I do.
Were you in the
Could you be like better about it?
Were you even in the Sorry for saying
I'd
Eve
like to do
again.
it better.
Were you in with us while we were eating and watching us from there?
I wasn't watching you. I'm watching her.
Well, were you there though?
Yes.
So you okay? I understand. I'm starting to see.
This doesn't explain why you're following us right now.
Yeah, because she's not with us after all.
She's asleep.
Yeah, she was
Why
very
don't you
What are we
tired.
gonna do?
her.
Watch her sleep?
So
That's
you were
weird.
just bored and you decided to follow us instead.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to warn us specifically about our fox?
I don't know much and I can't say much right now, but there is a great darkness coming.
This is why the good guys always lose, because they're losers and they can't ever speak clearly.
Can I roll insight on that? Like or did we already roll insight on that?
You can roll insight on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna also roll insight on that.
That's 17.
I hit a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Wait a minute, are you willing to pay us to watch her?
Jesus Christ.
He blinks at you, Mittens. What you can tell, he's being sincere about his warning, and he's concealing something, but you can tell he cannot talk about
Go,
it right now.
go figure. He's concealing
Yeah.
something.
He cannot talk about it, like, physically.
Well, whatever the worry is, Mister, or I don't even know if it's Mister,
Call me Eve.
Eve. We will watch at your behest. So we will watch your fox.
What do you suggest we do to prepare for this great evil? If you cannot tell us what it is, perhaps you can give us some kind of information about what might be useful.
Is
Did you
Demise
say
still
that?
hanging off of the
Yes, she's not
Yeah,
left.
I'm assuming
She's
so.
just here.
Ryak sighs and shakes it pulls out like the piece of bread from his knapsack and shakes it at Demise.
She like looks at the arm that she's holding and looks at the bread and looks at the arm and then like begrudgingly lets go and zooms on over.
I was gonna say, Demise, you have two hands.
It's the stale bread that wasn't finished that you still had because like
my
there was still
goodness.
some left, but you know.
I'm sorry, were you asking him something? I forgot.
Yes, Torin asked.
I asked him, like, if he can't tell us what the great evil is, or like
Oh, okay.
much information about that, like what we could do to prepare it for it. Maybe he could tell us that.
When you get to the city, keep an eye on yourselves. Just don't let her out of your sight. The last time that she went to the festival, she got into some trouble.
We're going to a festival.
Yeah.
That's what's
Well,
happening
she
in
is.
the big city.
Well, I wasn't aware that we were going to a festival.
She's going there for the festival.
Was that something that we said in the last session? I'm trying to remember if we did.
Yeah, I have it written down at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
something that was said.
I'm just gonna write it down as brief moment of amnesia for Ryak. So all right. Well, thank you. We will make sure we watch ourselves, and we'll keep. I'll be sure to keep a watchful eye on Wasabi.
He blinks at you. What?
Your fox. My apologies.
Oh, of course.
I thought their name was Kaasabi.
He kind of like rubs his chin, like, is she changing her name?
I'm sorry. You can change your appearance at will, but she can't change her name.
Also,
Well,
how
she just hasn't before. I didn't think that she'd want to.
Also, how even are you in this city? Aren't these walls meant to keep your kind out?
What?
I don't think that they're a Mothkin anymore.
I'm starting to think these walls are fake.
The walls aren't real.
It's just paper walls this whole time, just really.
Wait,
strong
hold on.
paper.
Are they in a form of a Mothkin right now?
They're still in an elvish form. They just have extra eyes.
Oh, like the slits opened up
Yeah.
while like in the time that we've seen them since and to now.
Mm-hmm.
So one last thing.
It would go a long way towards helping save the world and defeating the great evil.
Good lord.
Gold.
Gold.
I already had my head in my
Would you
when Mitten started.
Would you
talking
perhaps
there.
reward us for her safe travel to the city and beyond that?
One more thing. I just interrupt this. One more thing. Should we not tell her that we met?
I wouldn't. She doesn't have the strongest opinion of me, but she's still, family.
Family.
So,
I understand.
so we are keeping this a secret from Wasabi.
If you could, please.
Okay.
expecting Mittens
Very
to go
well.
for a price.
Wasabi's
Oh.
so good.
Mittens was just
Wasabi
like,
is very
so
funny.
if they're family, you know, go a long way towards helping your family stay safe.
We'll accept.
Winking.
I mean, I'm sure whatever payment to escort Wasabi, and in a form of
I continue to
day.
have my head in my.
per
Don't
day.
think of it as payment. Think of it as assisting.
Yes,
with it,
assistance.
with her safety.
He rolls his eyes at you guys.
Surely you know
Mittens,
it.
Mittens is literally the chest
I
I
said-
cat right now.
Surely-
The
I
sight
say,
of the win
don't
on their
wor- don't
face is
worry.
terrifying.
Don't worry, Eve. Me too.
It's just it is simply equivalent exchange.
Demise is
My heart.
letting all of this occur and just like literally snacking on bread.
My heart is fully in line with helping save the world.
Distracted.
I wish for the great evil to be defeated. However, you need resources to defeat the great evil.
He puts a hand on his forehead and just kind of rubs his temples a little bit and just like, fine. Pulls a pouch
I am
out of
doing like the exact same thing.
He pulls the satchel off his belt loop and kind of jingles it. I'll meet you in the city and give you payment.
Mittens' tail just kind of flutters and like rubs Mittens' chin.
Thank you. We'll be sure to keep an eye.
Thank you so much for your cooperation, Everett.
What?
Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Eve, thank you. We appreciate this partnership, and Ryak extends a feathered hand out to Eve.
Eve glances around first and looks up to the ceiling, kind of instinctually, before shaking it. You see that his skin is very unnaturally pale.
Mm.
Can I interest you in directing you to a place called Hollywood Tans?
Anyway, we must be going now. Probably should head back to the
No.
inn, you
No. Let Riot speak.
I'm kidding. I didn't say that actually. I'm just. Go
Oh my
on.
All right.
We must be on our way.
Mhm.
As you his form kind of lingers, but he closes his eyes and just sort of disintegrates into the shadows around him.
Interesting.
I've seen this in a moving picture once.
You have pictures that move.
Yes, I do. Back at the farm.
Fascinating.
Yes, the
Demise?
magic. How else?
It is not my
He has
magic.
A mouthful of bread.
Thank you so much. I am aware that we asked you to act against your nature. But thank you for your performance.
What do you mean? I did a great job. He didn't go anywhere.
You did an amazing job.
You did great.
You held his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we start trotting on backwards to the
Yeah.
inn.
You make it back to the inn. It's a short walk back. Nothing really eventful happens on your way back. It's nighttime. People are turning in for the night.
Is there anybody
think about-
awake at the inn? Sorry.
The barkeep is like cleaning up tables and stuff, but nobody seems to be awake.
Can I go to the barkeep?
Yes.
All right. Hello, my friend. Would you happen to know if there are any paladins in town?
His whiskers twitch. I don't think so. We don't get many. Some of them travel through here. Like your friend. And he points at Demise.
Yeah, I was gonna say I point at Demise.
Well, if you happen to see any others that travel on by, perhaps you can direct them to the school and to look for a tall tiefling woman by the name of who looks at notes Temperance as she needs assistance with something.
Mood.
Okay. He kind of blinks at you. Just of course I could.
Thank you.
He writes it down a little bit and like puts it on a little corkboard behind him, just as like a note to himself.
I like that the natural intimidating look of Ryak just forces people to do things.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, and I will have a good night.
He kind of nods to you and finishes wiping off a table that he was working at.
And I just start walking back to the room.
Y'all heading in for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful. Are you guys planning on
Wonderful.
keeping watch, or do you just passing out?
Nah.
It is like 11 p.m. at this point.
There's
Pass out
someone
first.
already keeping watch for us.
Well, opens the
It
door.
better be.
We open the door, and Stanley's just like asleep, like head full on backwards and snoring at his
Honk,
chair.
shoo, me.
There's a bubble like appearing at his nose. Then
There is a reason why I am the one in charge.
Ryak then latches onto a cupboard by the window, hangs upside down, and also starts to sleep.
I'll get the floor.
Okay.
I've slept
will
in
sleep on
less
upon
comfortable
Sam's
places
belly.
before.
There are 3 beds, and Kaasabi isn't one of them.
Oh, okay. I'll take a bed then.
And I'm already hanging at the at the window.
Mittens will also take a bed.
Like a full bed, just like sleeping on the pillow.
Yep.
Okay.
There's also a rally at said bed, so it just works out. And
the
then
bed for the small ones. Demise, get over here.
Okay.
Sleep. Honk me
Y'all
me me
sleep
me.
Honk,
Honk,
me,
shoo,
me, me.
me.
Also, can I just point out that the way that you quoted me in Germ makes it seem that because there's no like gap in the time, it makes it look like it's part of the same conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense. I guess.
I feel like you should.
Okay.
You might have should have added like, do you have a hand in this? I don't have hands.
I don't have hands.
Can you give me a hand here?
Can you give me a hand?
Or was it
Literally,
do you
no.
I don't
have
remember
paper
what
on
it was.
hand?
Oh
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
do you have paper on hand? I don't have
Yeah.
hands. Yeah, that's
I
what it
do
was.
have mage hand, actually. I do have hands.
Oh, so you lied.
Yes.
Kidding. Anyway.
All right.
Okay. Y'all honk shoo me. And
Mhm.
the morning comes earlier than you'd expect. You'd gone to sleep pretty late last night.
Mm-hmm.
The sun beams in through the window and like perfectly meets your
It is
eyes.
7:15 a.m. Where is Mittens' food? He is cat.
He is cat. All right. Kaasabi's already awake and spry. She's not in the room with you. You'd assume she's just downstairs.
Wakes up first.
We should probably go downstairs and meet her then.
Mm-hmm. Mittens will pop the bubble of Stanley snoring to wake him up.
Cool.
Cool.
I don't think that's how an owl snores, but like I just want to believe that it is for some reason.
hello,
That's how an owl folk snores.
Oh yeah,
Hi
yeah.
everybody. How was yesterday? Did the goblin get to his wife? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
wonderful.
And
It's not the first time he's been to his wife.
Oh. Oh, I mean, I would assume not. They are married.
I was
No,
gonna
no, no,
say,
no. It's the
well,
fifth.
hopefully not.
It's actually the 5th time that he's.
Oh, they've only seen each other 5 times?
No, they've gotten engaged 5 times. Remember?
Gosh.
I'm gonna go down
They-
and find Kaasabi.
I'm assuming that this
Okay.
this conversation is happening as we walk downstairs. They should really make up their minds on if they're married or not.
Well, I don't think he has or realizes it.
So he's the one proposing and divorcing?
Well, I don't know if there's any
Good
divorce because she
lord.
looks happy.
Well, I'm not here to comment on other people's relationships, I guess. They can do what they want.
Mhm.
What time do you guys get back in? I'm sorry, I passed out. Exhausted day
did.
of walking.
I don't have time is but a construct, my human. Not sorry.
My
Excuse me?
Sorry, mittens, human, mitten. No, my human friend,
Excuse me
my
again?
friend.
Yes, we are friends. Thank you. Oh, you're my first friend I've made on this continent.
Aw. That's so wholesome.
Oh, so you mean it's anyway?
I'm not from here, no.
If not, evidenced
Anyway,
by the giant cat.
Anyway.
So new friend. What's your favorite color?
what is your favorite color?
I like the color coral very much.
They come in many colors.
No, the color coral.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So we're
Oren,
looking
you went down
around
to
for-
find Kaasabi, right?
Yeah, we're going
Yeah,
around
yeah,
to find
yeah.
Kaasabi. Okay, yeah.
Alright, she is once again poring over some scrolls and transcribing some spells.
Do I see Eve around here anywhere?
No, Eve's not in.
Okay. All right, I'll go up to her.
She's kind of enveloped in her writing.
Well, there was a little bit of excitement last night, but everything went all right, it seems.
Oh, excitement.
It was after you went to bed. We found a goblin who was looking for his lover. We helped him find her.
We
Oh,
found
but
her.
that's
They
so
got
cute.
engaged.
Isn't that wonderful? She clasps her
very
hands
exciting.
together.
They did.
You don't happen to have any third level spell slots, do you?
She
What is
kind
it?
of looks over her scrolls. I probably have some in here.
What is a spell slot?
Do you have anything?
What is third
to
level?
break a curse?
She's looking through her scrolls. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I haven't gotten to that chapter yet. She pulls out a massive spell book from her bag, and he starts like poring over it.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
Yes.
My
I
friends
trust
love
you
it.
slept well, though.
Oh, wonderfully.
It was a long
I
day
mean,
of travel
You didn't hear her as well, right? When you walked back into the room.
What?
What?
You remember you didn't when we walked back into the room, you didn't hear her snoring as well?
What?
Oh,
I'm just
you're
imagining
asking
her
me
going,
From
"I
last night.
snore?"
I snore?
Exactly. You didn't hear her snore. She had a good night's rest.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. There we go. And the pen.
All right.
Alright. You enter the downstairs and talk to Kaasabi a little bit. The barkeep is at the bar, just kind of brandishing some glasses, getting ready for the day.
Okay.
Excuse me, barkeep. I have a question for you.
Oh yes, of course. How was your stay?
Oh, it was great. You had a nice window for me to sleep on.
Wonderful.
My ask is I see that you were cleaning a dark green fruit that I have never seen before. What is that? And it's just like an avocado.
Oh, this is we got these imported. They're about to go bad though, so I have to use them up.
Have you?
They sure are about to go bad.
So have
Those things
you-
always go
They're
bad.
always about to go bad.
Have you?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think it would perhaps go well with bread? Toasted up?
Is Ryak
What year
ordering
was Ryak
avocado
born in?
toast?
Yeah, putting the idea of avocado toast to the barkeep's head.
Ryak is inventing avocado toast.
He looks down at the avocado and the backup. By Jove, you're a genius! And he like grabs the
but-
little paring knife and starts cutting the avocado open. Oh, it's a bad one. Starts and like goes to throw it out.
Oh.
In actuality, you could. I mean, that fruit does have. I'm not actually going to say this.
Okay.
Technically, though, there is enough sugar and fat to substitute as a butter in bread.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
can make bread out of avocado to make literal avocado toast.
Yeah.
and also
Hmm.
technically, I was gonna say if it perhaps is going bad, maybe not as a spread, but you could maybe crush it up and mix it in with oil.
The idea of guacamole to this random barkeep.
Now this random
If you would
bar,
add red pepper flakes, I was sure
Ooh, boy.
it would be delicious.
and now this no, well, we're not only inventing avocado toast in this random bar in the side of a big
We're
city.
inventing guac.
We're also inventing avocado oil.
Oh my gosh. He reaches for another avocado and starts cutting it open. Is there something anybody else would like to order?
Yeah, I would like a donut.
Saying that so casually is really
Oh,
funny.
donut.
Donut.
Yeah, let's get some breakfast.
I saw that
Then-
there was something called a dough nut on your.
There's donuts, okay.
It's a
Fried
nut made of
pastries.
dough.
Wow, that
We
idea
do-
is crazy. Nutty even.
Nutty even. We do have some eggs in the chickens have been laying recently.
Have you thought that maybe you should? In my mind, I'm just thinking. Have you thought that maybe you should keep some of these eggs so they can become chicks and you can?
They're not fertile.
Squawk.
Squawk.
Anyway.
Okay. So
Yeah,
y'all are
let's get some
ordering
food. I'm at-
brekkie.
Bricky.
Surprise me, barkeep.
He
Yeah, I'm
smiles
not gonna
and,
go.
Anime
I'm not gonna
sparkle
go
in
into
his eye.
specifics about
Okay.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, nope. I'm just like Stanley just orders whatever the bartender wants to give him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'll just take whatever.
Demise, are you ordering any bread?
Yes,
I
bread.
feel like
Is it gonna
Demise,
have
your
chocolate in
crew-
it
Your
again?
alternate universe crew at this
I
point.
am alternate universe crew.
Is that what crude takes? Also, bread,
Bread and ale.
bread and ale.
He's a bird.
Well,
Yeah.
So bread and liquid bread.
and also in technicality, Demise is of drinking age because Demise
Yeah.
is several hundred years old, right, or something like that.
What?
Yes, although technically, you wouldn't want to give her that. Probably, she's very small.
It would take a thimble and she'd be plastered.
Oh my, we have an interesting bag of rolls here for the food. Okay.
Oh boy, an entire goose somehow.
Okay, can I? What are we rolling today?
I rolled to determine.
Oh, you rolled.
Yeah, because.
Oh no, did they roll in that one?
Yeah.
Quick question: is this bartender also happen to wear a bandana and have red hair?
No, he's bald.
He's
Oh,
bald,
oh,
yeah.
That's right. Sorry,
Partially, he's balding. Actually,
Mhm.
that's the better.
peanut butter squid.
And from what you know, fox folk either have white or red hair.
From
Yeah.
what I know.
You've only seen fox folk with white and red hair.
How many fox folk have I seen?
I don't know.
Two.
You told
Two
me.
so far.
Okay,
Ah, that's just a whole set of them. There's no more fox folk.
no more. The food comes out. Demise, you are given another bread roll. I'll do this one. Okay.
Amazing.
Wait,
As
is it
you-
pain au chocolat? Are they French?
No.
Not
Thank
this. Not
Thank
this
God.
time.
You take one bite into it, and something seems a little strange about the flavor. You take another bite, and it's good, but you don't quite know what it is.
This is yummy. What is it? She's gonna yell at the barkeep.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find the word I'm looking for in my brain. Okay. This bread has like a heartier flavor, is what I'm trying to get at.
It's whole wheat.
It's more dense. It's got like a nutty flavor, kind of. You kind of pick at it and realize it's got walnuts in it.
Mm,
okay.
Mixed into the dough.
She does not object.
Those are good for you.
Yeah.
You don't have a nut allergy, do you?
I'm gonna do this because it's funny. Stanley, you receive an omelet. It seems to be quite plain on the outside, but as you cut into
Motherfucker.
it, it's a little more runny than you'd anticipate.
More
You
what?
bite into it, and it is quite spicy.
Oh.
If you
He
want,
will hand it off to Mittens to eat.
I was gonna say if you want to, you can make a con save, but you don't have to. It'd just be for the sillies.
A con
8 for the
save.
con save, and then he passes it off for Mittens to eat.
You're like gulping down water.
Yeah.
Alright, Torin, you're given another bread roll, but as you cut into it, some liquid egg spills out. It looks quite good. It's steaming, it's fresh, it's nice.
Oh, excellent. Egg.
How does such a bartender know such various techniques for cookery?
Is Mitten saying this to the bartender or just to himself?
Just to himself.
Okay.
I feel like Mittens isn't speaking, just
Okay.
thinking.
Yep, just thinking.
Okay.
Mittens does not deign to speak right now.
And Ryak, you receive what looks like a lamb chop, but as you cut into it, the scents and smells that come off of it are like nothing you've ever smelled before. In terms of a dice roll, you'd say this is another nat 20.
I thought you couldn't overdo it. I mean, you couldn't.
God damn.
I thought you couldn't, like, you couldn't pass on your success from last night, but here you are passing on to your success from last night because this is amazing. Wow. Squawk, hoot hoot.
Squawk hoot hoot.
Squawk, hoot, hoot.
What is this?
Meep.
Meep.
Meep. The finest of
Okay.
owl eggs.
It is not an owl egg.
I would hope not.
This is a lamb chop. That'd be a funny looking owl egg.
Okay. In terms of dice rolls, I rolled a 1, a 17, a 19, and a 20.
Who got the
Nice.
one?
I gave Stanley the 1.
Yeah.
Just made it too spicy for him to bear.
Fair enough.
I have headcanon that, you know what? Mittens can breathe fire. He can handle spicy food.
Yeah, I'd assume that Torin can handle it
Truly,
too.
it is both. It is a dragon egg. Dragon omelet.
What?
Huh?
Hmm?
My
Dragging
people.
these omelets across your face.
Oh
Huh?
my gosh.
Hoot hoot.
Ha-ha. Hoot hoot. Okay. Y'all
Okay.
are enjoying your meal, and the barkeep looks on like pride of himself a little bit.
So, does anybody have anything to do in the remaining week and a half until the festival? What were your plans? Kaasabi?
Kaasabi. I was just gonna go up there and continue my study as well. I waited.
Oh,
Okay.
It's pretty neat.
Pretty neat.
I'm gonna eat bread.
Yes,
never
I
thought of
am.
opening a
This
bakery.
thing looks very good.
I've always wanted to open a bakery.
actually, you would be very successful at a bakery bartender. What? Sorry, I keep. Did we ever learn your name?
Oh, no, you didn't.
Well,
Sorry.
bartender, you would be a great baker.
Doesn't ask for his name. Did we ever learn your name? Okay.
No. Okay, good to know.
I'm William.
I'm Stan. Nice to meet you, William.
And shake hands and lock eyes.
I don't break Stanley. You like breaks eye contact after like 2 seconds. Like, oh,
It's just like me.
For real, for real.
My friend, I probably will spread the word about this tavern. Maybe get you a couple more customers along their travels as well. This is excellent food after all.
what is the tavern's name?
Oh. Sorry, my throat's getting cold.
We're staying in here and we don't even know where we're staying.
I feel like we're close to wrapping up soon, so.
We're the Sleepy Dragon. You did
The
kind of just
Sleepy
walk
Dragon.
in after Kaasabi.
Yeah.
The Sleepy Dragon. Your food is fit for one.
My goal was to open a bakery here, but more people thought they needed a place to rest.
Well, I don't suppose
And-
you can have also a bakery in here as well, right?
Well, I do. That's what the food's for. Kind of.
No, I mean
brandishes a glass.
Oh, at the there's like a glass like with like that's like showing off like different croissants and cakes and whatnot. Oh, okay.
People just come here to rest, you know. We're a town in between two major cities.
Have you thought of perhaps increasing the price of staying a night here, but also offering breakfast in the morning to those who say
Making this into a bed and breakfast.
Oh my gosh. Why, you're quite the genius. I'd never thought of that before.
And thus the first B&B has
Oh my gosh.
started.
Ryak is inventing things today.
Today Ryak is a entrepreneur. But
He kind of like points his finger. You know, you should go to like college or something. Quite smart.
expensive. I just the farm life has been good to me.
Have you thought about investing in his business?
What is an investment?
Well, you give somebody money as like to help them off their feet, to help them.
No,
get
I know
somewhere.
what the definition of an investment is. I'm saying what would the investment be?
A firm handshake.
Advertising.
And may this firm handshake become something further.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Something further as in
Anyway,
a
say
business
that out.
partnership.
Did
Hello.
you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, we should probably hit the road, you know, the old dusty trail, you know.
Yeah.
Sun's really getting up there, right? I mean, it's daylight.
I never realized that Torin was so was quite had the initiative to push his honor
Somebody-
away.
Somebody's got to move this party along, otherwise we'll be talking about like food for 20 minutes, you know?
You're right.
Jacob hasn't ate yet today.
Well, we must get going,
Oh,
my
man.
friend.
I need food too, yeah.
So we
Alright.
scarf down our food, yada yada.
Yeah.
Does the mice finish the bread, or is the bread
Is it-
roll just?
No. She hauls out this one too, and she'll trade out her other one.
Mhm.
Like a hermit crab.
Yeah. She's a hermit pixie, didn't you know?
Yeah, right. And then Ollie, like from a different part of the room, flies in and snatches the one that you swapped out and gulps it down,
Oh my goodness.
or starts gulping it down.
Torin is just the one to hit the eject button on uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I guess we get going then. Now, shall we?
Yes,
Mhm.
let's head on.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
As we walk away. So, Wasabi, what are your thoughts on evil?
What?
Well then,
Are you, for real? For real?
For real, for real.
Well, it's. I know that there's evil, but I kind of. I don't know. I don't understand it.
You seem to have perked up at the idea of it.
What?
Would you say you stand against it?
I suppose, but I'd rather understand what. What do you mean by evil?
Wish that I knew that too.
Yeah, I wish I know so too.
She's very confused why you've just asked this question outright.
Do you think that
Background noise.
It's
Mittens will just smile indulgently.
what do you think that
I
maybe
understand why people like to be mysterious now.
do you think that maybe there's a lot of great light coming, or there's maybe like great darkness coming too? Like what do
She
you
turns and just, what are you talking about?
Oh, no, I'm just wondering what you think because I mean the seasons. Forget what season we are in.
You're in like late autumn.
Whatever autumn would be.
Hmm.
Or
The
no,
evilest of
early
seasons.
autumn.
Early
Early autumn.
Ah, never mind.
Okay.
I keep looking at the GIF that you sent, Germ, and it breaks my train of thought.
Yeah, the guy eating the burger. I know,
Yeah.
right?
That's
I've been
why I
staring
closed.
at that since it got sent.
That's why I have it closed right now. Like I closed the chat.
I'm so
for a bit.
sorry.
It's very cursed.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh.
Nothing much eventful happens as you keep on your travels towards the city.
Hooray!
You pass by a cool-looking rock. You're walking through the forest, and it looks pretty.
How cool.
You take in the nice, fresh forest air. And smell like a stream nearby.
I grabbed a
It's
rock
quite
and put the rock in my backpack.
Yep.
Like on top of the rowlet or under it?
Under it.
Okay. This is important. Yeah. And as
It's an
you
egg.
Oh no.
as you turn out of the forest, you start seeing more and more houses to either side of the pathway that you're walking. And slowly, but surely, in the distance, you see the city of Thorones. And I believe that is where we shall leave off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
Wow. What a session that was.
I had
That was indeed a session. Yeah.
I definitely grappled a man.
You grappled
Yeah,
him.
Yeah, you
you
grappled,
grappled
him,
him
man.
very well.
So much that you started holding his hand. His hand holding.
Mm-hmm.
But aggressive hand holding.
Sometimes you need
As one
aggressive
does.
hand holding in
As
your
one
life.
does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, surprise. Whoa.
no combat.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I have ads. I can't hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, it just went to ads.
Sorry.
Oh no, I hear it
There
right
we go.
now.
Okay, I hear it now.
This is surprise music.
Oh.
Combat roll.
Actually?
No.
Oh, I thought I was
I didn't
ready.
think so.
I was ready to roll if you needed me to. Okay, so I can stop recording, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.